Are you now? I gotta figure out what. Oh, wait, this box might work. I'm trying to set this so that I can still open my um ah, my laptop. Hold on. My desk is a nightmare. My desk is a nightmare. My desk is a nightmare. I don't even know if I can say it enough. My desk is a nightmare. This is just, life. This is what happens. Good evening, Jeffy Poo. I'm just not tonight. Not doing it. I don't no, I'm not. Not tonight. Not tonight. Let me see. Ooh, no, not tonight. Tonight I'm just here to chat with everybody. I'm not trying to get into a bunch of. I'm not. Not tonight. I just wrapped up my news watching time before Doug went to bed. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not. Doesn't matter what my opinion is or your opinion is. The shit happens the way it happens and we have no effect on it. None. I gotta go to. Oh shit. I forgot I cut my internet off on here. So, how are you both doing tonight? I gotta go to my channel so that I can see. Yeah, I just don't want to do it right now. That's what me and Doug do that. We discuss it between the two of us. The boogeyman has been breaking into people's houses again. What do you mean? What the freak's a boogeyman? What are you talking? I'm still alive and not on a ventilator. Life is good. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. A lot of people can't share in that joy. And there's a lot of people that aren't on a ventilator. That's because they died on it. Good God, stay in the house, dude. What the hell? You catch COVID like people have drinking weekends. What the hell? I think I had it. I think I had it over sometime about 3 weeks ago. Because like right now, still I'm struggling with just my focus. I can't focus on anything. Then there's my taste. My taste is completely whacked. My taste is all screwed up. My sense of smell is screwed up. And Doug went, I think you might be right. If you can't smell what I'm smelling right now, then there's something wrong. I was like, yeah, I may have had it, but since I'm vaccinated, I got to worry about it. I just have to. If I did, it was definitely over 3 weeks ago. Definitely. That when I was started going through the exhaustion and everything, it was so bad. It was so bad. But anyway, so Jeff could do a funny one. He could do a response video where you asked, did he get the vaccine? And he can get on camera and go, I'm just going to answer Ray Ray. I did get the vaccine. And so far I seem to be doing pretty good. But the whole time you're sitting there, just have like random metal objects stuck to you. Oh my God. Just like tons of metal stuff just stuck all over you. A fork, a Zippo lighter. Oh, that's so not honorable. Yeah. We want to die with our boots on. Anyway, for some reason, people have managed to connect patriotism with health and science. It's weird. I don't even know what's happening, but natural selection at its finest. We're just going to let it run its course. I mean, I totally support the freedoms of people to not get vaccinated at this point because I swear it's working out so good for Democrats right now. So I'm just going to support it. I'm going to support it. Like I said, I can't affect it. I can't change anything. Well, yeah. Hey, Skunk Ape. Well, you're all doing well, but if you catch it and then you give it to someone else that wouldn't do well. So I still wear a mask everywhere I go right now. My mask stays in the car. It's a doggy one still. And I broke out some of the other ones I have. I'm not down with killing people. I won't do it. There's like if there's someone elderly out there that does not have anyone to care for them and they have to go outside of the house to grocery shop or pay their bills and I come into contact with them, I don't want to get them sick. I mean, it's not like they can just stay home. They have to leave the house to go do things. We got vaccinated in April. I think it was April, so we go back for our booster in, Doug said it was December. I haven't looked at our cards. Our cards are put up, but I don't know what you mean by risking the vax. Nobody that's getting the vaccine is dropping dead. If they are, it's from other things. It's like 3 people have died after getting the vaccine. Really? Because hundreds of thousands have died without it. I mean, this is basic math. But anyway, I'm not here for that. Y'all aren't going to hijack and make this political or hot topics from social bullshit right now. I'm not doing it. I'm here to have my beverage because I've earned it. I've been working my ass off. Been making crazy money. So you guys, my newest big find, it was so great. My newest big find was I walked into the thrift store and I think I talked about the golf clubs I bought. I'm sure I talked about it the last time. I'm pretty sure I did. Didn't I? Yeah, I've been on here since I went to the thrift store. Anyway, those golf clubs that I bought. Let me see. Did I talk about this already? Let me know. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me check. What the fuck? YouTube Studio. Yeah, I did. Okay. So those golf clubs have the first sale I did on those clubs, I haven't talked about that because it just happened. Let's see, today is Thursday. Well, no, today is now Friday. Okay, so 3 days ago I had like $70 in sales. Hi, Harold. And yeah, it was like $70 worth of sales plus, shipping and blah, 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 blah. So that was like 3 days ago, something like that. And then 2 days ago, I had like 110 in sales. And then yesterday, we had 70, 80, 85. Help me with this math. 85, 115, and 315. Those were my sales for the day. Yesterday. That was my earnings yesterday. So after fees and shipping that I have to pay for, not the times that they pay for it, but the ones that I have to pay for, plus fees and cost of goods, which, what I actually paid for the items, I end up clearing, I'm going to say 315, 415, 435. It's a little over 500. So I end up clearing right at 300. Maybe a little tiny bit more. I think I ended up clearing like 314 is what it was. I had it written down in here. I don't know where I put it. Yesterday was a good day. I did not expect yesterday because usually the sales are doing good on the weekend. Now the weekend still does better. So I'm looking forward to weekend sales because they're going to be way better. So I sold a set of the golf clubs because in the golf club bag, I did find one set of Callaway Steelheads. It was numbers 4 and 5, 8 and 9, and the pitch and wedge. And it was a phenomenal set. Cleaned them up. They're just your basic little grit and smudges on the heads, and I use a light cleaner, the same thing I use. Bought 2 Morgans, got to cut back. What is a Morgan? To my coins. So that set sold for $70 by itself. Which was kind of high end. Everybody else was asking a little bit more for a similar, and it wasn't even a complete set. But then again, I'm also learning about golf. A complete set isn't necessarily every single club they offer for that set. People like to piecemeal it. Like they'll say, I love this set, but the pitch and wedge I'm not crazy about, so I have this other one. And the driver or the fairway wood, I like this one instead. So they'll piecemeal and build their own sets. And I'm finding out that's a common thing too, which is why there are so many single clubs for sale. So that sold for $70 plus shipping. They paid the shipping. I didn't pay it. Hey, Rub. The Callaway Diablo Edge driver, no, a hybrid, the hybrids. I've got those listed for $120. Was it $120? No, $180. $180. Morgan, is it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were talking about. Let me just go to my eBay. I can't remember this. I've got them listed all over, not just eBay, so that they'll sell. Let me see. Now, don't forget, I spent all of $25 for the whole bag. $25 for the whole bag. And so that first sell, it's all profit from here on out. That's it. All profit. Tonight, I've made $56 tonight. Like an hour ago, something like that. So the weekend is starting off good. It's already starting off good. And it was something that I had already sold. And the lady said, there's nothing wrong with it. It went to California. She said, but it doesn't fit my vacuum. I got the wrong thing. It was, well, for a carpet shampooer. She said, I got the wrong kit. So she sent it back. I gave her a refund and I relisted it because it was in the same shape as when I sent it. It was exactly the same because it wouldn't fit. So I sold it again. I've sold it twice. That thing's got some miles on it. So the Callaway, it was the Big Berthas. They sold for $73, plus they paid for shipping. And then I've got, and I sold a bunch of parts to a coffee bean mill. I paid $4 for the whole thing, the machine. I sold one piece, the hopper, for $18. The rest is profit. Then right behind that, somebody bought the lid to it, and I got a bunch of other parts to it. All told, I will end up making around $60 on that coffee bean mill that I could not sell for $20. If I sold the whole thing, I wouldn't have even made $20 on it. So parting them out is way more profitable. I'm trying to see. I went to the wrong thing here. You go back. Okay. So, that's wrong. End in latest. And I'll tell y'all what I've got the other shit listed for. It's over $1,000 worth. I haven't listed them all yet, but it's over $1,000 freaking dollars worth of clubs I paid $25 for. So I know why the guy's mad at me. All right, I got the Diablo Edge Fairway Wood for $75. And we're going golf club shopping this weekend. I have a guy that I'm going to talk to again and see if I can't hook up to be the buyer for the stuff that he comes across. That he's got stuff he sells and he doesn't want the other stuff, but I want the other stuff. So the hybrids, the set, I got them for $115. I have the Ping Glide Forged, 2 of them. They typically go in sets of 3 for close to $300, but I've only got the 2 and they're in phenomenal shape. I mean, these things are stunning. They are so perfect. They're like brand new. I've got those up there for $180 and I don't pay shipping. I've got 4 watchers. Those are going to go this weekend. So $180 for 2 of those. And then I got the Callaway Mad Dog 5 wedge for $120. And I've had 327 views. It's been up for less than 5 days, and well, for 4 days, and 4 watchers. So I'm getting ready to make crazy money. And just off those clubs, not including other shit that I sell. So this week looks like it's going to be $1,000 week. That's what it's looking like between eBay and Etsy. Etsy's been good to me. I sold a VCR on Etsy for $115 total, out the door, $115, which I just shipped today. And I sold the combo DVD recorder VCR player to dub all your VCR stuff onto a DVD, you know. Works really well too. We tried it out and everything. It works fine. And it also records directly from your stream. Like if you want to record from satellite, if you want to record from whatever, it's set up to do. It's amazing. Anyway, I sold that for $315. I only paid $50 for that. I drove across town to pick that up. So yeah. Doug said, well, I'm going to leave you alone. You know what the fuck you're doing. You don't need my help. You don't need my advice. I was like, no, you need to shut up and just let me do this. I found some Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. Here they are. Obviously used. It's generation 1. And they're fucked up. These things are fucked up. Okay, see. But it's got all the cords. But the little ear things have come undone. They're going to need to be replaced, which they sell them online because it's bad design. See this thing here? When you put it on there and then you pull it off of there, it pulls the damn thing. So I've seen a couple of them on here and they all have the same issue. Not all. I'm saying the ones who have issues, it's that. Hi, Skiwi. But anyway, I found these. Somebody had them stashed at the thrift store with, like, in the corner by the blankets and the quilts on top of a cooler and a racket, a tennis racket. And I was like, oh, what's this little sneaky peeky? Let's see. I picked it up. I was like, ooh, some Bose noise canceling headphones. So anyway, I got them up there for $30 plus shipping. And I'm sure that they're going to sell. Even in that condition, they will sell. They're selling for $45 in worse shape than mine. So I actually got a good deal for them. Oh, I can't find it. Guess what I've got? Guess what I've got? I have a Rodney Carrington CD called Hanging with Rodney. And I can't freaking remember where I put it. I was about to list it last night while I was up late and I couldn't find it. And I told Doug I can't put my hands on it. I'm not putting it up. I'm not going to post it until I can put my hands on it because I don't know where I fucking put it. But it's signed by Rodney Carrington. It is to Angel, the wildest woman I've ever known. Rodney Carrington, 98. And I found it at the thrift store, and I was looking, you know, because I open them up and I make sure that the disc is in there, and then I make sure the disc is in good shape. I saw that it was signed on the inside, and I was like, no way! Because, I mean, that's a big changer right there, you know? Signed, Rodney Carrington. And on top of it, the CD is amazing. It looks fine. I gotta find it though. I want to list that damn thing and get it done. I've got 2 new wave ovens to put up because the holidays are coming up, so people are going to be cooking and replacing the parts on the new waves that they already have. I got cookware galore to put up because I only buy stainless steel cookware. That's all I buy. I don't buy anything. I don't buy none of that non-stick Teflon shit because it's just shit. And the only reason I don't buy cast iron is because the weight of it, and I know that it can break because I've seen the nightmare stories where people have said, yeah, my cast iron pan arrived and it's broken because the post office is shit. But what was I getting ready to go get and show y'all? I can't remember. I don't remember. Oh well. But wish I knew where I put that CD I wanted to show y'all. I might could show y'all right here. I think I could show y'all right here. Because I took pictures of it, obviously, because I was going to sell the damn thing. So I'll just pull up my external with all my eBay images. I look at my eBay image folder. It is so full. I've got so much stuff to list. I just have not done it yet. This room is my nightmare. That room's even bigger nightmare. Come on and load. Jesus. There it is. This is so cool. Oh, good God. I forgot it won't open it. Okay. Here, I'll show y'all. Oh. See? To Angel, the wildest woman I've ever known. Rodney Carrington, 98 there. Here we go. And my attempt to find out if Angel was a personal friend or someone in his band or on his staff, it's being screwed up because he made a song called My Angel Friend for his friend that passed away unexpectedly in, I think, 05, I think. So when I look up anything about Rodney Carrington and the name Angel, I just get results for that song. So I'm like, I give up. I'm just going to list the damn thing. It's has a personal inscription, and that's what I'll put, you know, personally inscribed. But yeah, every now and then you'll find something signed, or like I found it's some of the golf clubs that I've got from that lot, and one of them is from a journalist in Tampa. I think it was in Tampa. He had his name on it. They put a lot of them put their name on the club. And I know if you have to look at them, because sometimes you can find a celebrity golfer club, especially here in my state. You can find the clubs for someone that's really well known. I mean, if you come across some clubs from Tiger Woods, imagine what that would cost someone to buy, you know? So look at all the trouble I have to go through creating fake names to get into Corey's chat. I don't know why. I've told you you're not blocked. Doug still has that axe to grind with Skiwi. What was I saying? See, there goes that cloudy thoughts. I can't focus. What the fuck was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. You were talking about how you and Doug were into golf, and oh yeah, you can find celebrity golf clubs. Some of the people I follow on YouTube actually came across some clubs, and one of them was had the last name on there. You ready for this? Jeter. I was like, stop! They had bought them at a thrift store. They were like, hey, we bought Derek Jeter's clubs. And of course, they sell them online. They play with them for a day or two just to try out the clubs that they've always wanted to try, and then they sell them. So, I mean, you find celebrity clubs, and that's a big difference. So this guy that I got the club for was a journalist in Tampa, I'm pretty sure is where it was. And when I looked up his name on the whole Google search thing, all these articles started coming up, and I was reading his articles, and he was a golfer. He enjoyed golfing. So I was like, yeah, it's him, because I mean, it has everything. It's got his name and it's got everything. So they do that because you go to the golf club and you leave your clubs sitting there, or sometimes you'll lay your club down on the green and walk away from it and not even realize you just walked away from your club because you switch clubs sometime, during, from what I understand. I don't really know, this is what I've heard. So me and Doug are going to start golfing. He's golfed before. I've never golfed. Because I want to understand what golfers are expecting when they purchase a club. And I don't know that because I've never golfed, so I'm going to golf. I'm going to learn about the loft and the torque, all that shit. I'm going to learn what all of it means because it is all like Chinese to me. I don't understand it. I don't know. And I can't sell shit I don't understand. That's not right. So I do my best. Kelly, Jalen, and Francis were all golfers. Really? Yep, Doug loved to golf. The last time he went golfing, honestly, was the day that I came home from the hospital from having Shane. But everyone that's going to be buying the clubs from me won't be doing that. They're going to be wanting to play the games, They're going to want to actually play a game through. So I want to do what they're going to do with them so I'll understand. But anyway, the last day Doug went golfing was with our friend Charles. He was a cop. He still is a cop. But anyway, Charles came over and I just walked in the door. Me and Doug just got home from me having Shane, and I come in and I was so tired. And I took Shane across the hall. I fed her because I breastfed. I fed her, and then I took her across the hall to my very dear friend who was there when Shane was born. She was in the room, and she opened the door, and I went, "Here." I said, "You've got a key. If she cries, bring her back. I got to go to sleep, but keep an eye on her." She was like, "Absolutely." I was like, "There you go. Have a ball. Enjoy her. Smell her. She's still got the new car smell." So I went to bed. I was exhausted, and Doug and Charles took Wayne, and they took him to Portsmouth City Park to golf. When they came home, it was hilarious. They said they were off of the cart. They had gotten a cart, and Wayne was sitting on the cart. Wayne was 2 years old when Shane was born, and Wayne was sitting on the cart playing with his book. And Charles and Doug were golfing. And he said, the next thing I know, we hear like a hum, a high-pitched hum, and it's that golf cart. And they turn around, and that golf cart, all they see is that golf cart from behind. Golf clubs aren't a big margin item. Stick to shoes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You're right. Yeah. I need to just sell shoes. Golf clubs don't make me any money. Anyway, they said that golf cart was booking off into the sunset, and it was wobbling where he was hitting every little bump and groove on the ground right there on the path. And his little tiny head was just bobbing. He said they don't know how in the world he got the pressure to make that thing go. He was 2, and they were chasing it, and they were screaming, "Wayne, stop! Wayne, stop!" But that was the last time. He never went again. He didn't have time, There was just never any time. It was work, it was kids, it was bills, it was family days. There was just never any time. So I told him, I was like, well, now there's plenty of time when we're not working. Because when he's not working at his job, he's doing this with me, or taking me to run my errands, or do my shipments, or buy supplies, or packaging, or whatever. Or I'll say, I have a meeting with a guy, so we got to go. And then we do that, and then we leave. The way we treat ourselves is we'll go out to eat. Or like we'll get it and bring it home. We don't actually go out to eat right now because of the shit going on, but we'll get it and bring it home. We did that tonight. We just was like treating ourselves. We were like, I'm tired. He said, I'm tired too. I said, I'm not cooking. He said, I ain't cooking either. I said, let's go get something to eat. So I called and ordered it, and we ate Italian, and it was delicious. Lasagna with a salad, garlic bread. It was so good. So that's all we really do. We just, I already said it. Lasagna, garlic bread, and a salad. A big salad. By the time we were done with the salad, I looked at Doug and said, I'm full. He went, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it too. I was like, we haven't even touched the lasagna yet, and I'm stuffed. But I didn't get it all down, that's for sure. And he didn't. It was just too much. It was just too much food. So what do y'all do with life these days? What are y'all up to these days? I started working at Taco Tico. Sometimes we sit around in there for a couple of hours eating tacos. Oh yeah? We're trying to, he and I are trying to just come up with a realistic pattern to live by where I'm not randomly working random hours and then not, which that's the convenience that I get to work whatever hours I want to. But it's also, it was fun while I was doing it, but at this point I'm in a spot where I'm like, I need to get regular with what I'm going to do, and I need to work certain hours doing this and then work certain hours doing this, because there's going to be times where I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing to meet somebody or go buy something or go sell something and take it, or whatever's going on. And I need to be able to do that, I need to have a regular. Working from home really doesn't suck. I'm making more money now than I've made at any job I've ever had. And I don't know, I really love my job. I really love my job. I'm really good at it. I'm good at this and I love it. So I have a nose for what has value. And I'm not scared to learn about new things because I want to sell what I know is going to sell good. Like, I've got this 8-track recorder down here. This thing is a beast, and it's in better shape than any of them I've seen on here. Any of them. And it works. And I got my blank 8 tracks to try it out. I don't know how to really do it because 8 tracks were phasing out when I started listening to, my own tunes. We were moving on to cassettes. But I gotta complete my testing of that and then I can sell it. How do you record? I didn't know you could. I had no idea you could. Well, see, I'd show you, but this thing is a beat. Probably more. It's gonna cost a bit. Hold on. I'm going to show you. This is an 8-track recorder. I haven't put it up yet because I want to make sure it works. I'm not just going to sell something that I don't know that it's going to work. This thing is bomb. It is in such good shape. Depending on where you list it, like we pushed, we powered it on, we did the selector thing, and the lights came on with each one. Depending on where you list it, which I think I'm going to list it like I do most of my electronics, in multiple areas. I don't just use eBay. But I can tell you right now, if you're selling electronics that are vintage, Etsy's the place to do it. Etsy is where I have made so much money on Etsy. It is just ridiculous what I've made on there. For as little as I've put on there, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put that much shit on there. But everything I've listed has sold. Every bit of it. Now my Etsy store is completely empty. I need to restock. I haven't found any good VCRs, and since Doug is starting to sell now too, he's finding the VCRs before I do. When we get to the thrift store, we go our separate ways because now we're competing with each other. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you better not start selling the shit that I sell. Well, he is anyway. He's selling shoes. I mean, he found a pair of $180 shoes that looked like they had never touched a foot. So he sells a lot of shoes. He does pretty good on the shoes. And he sells some pretty good high-end shoes, mid-high-end. My parents had like 5 VCRs they were going to throw away. Where can I sell that old junk at? You can sell them on Etsy. You can definitely. I can list it on eBay and then list it on Etsy. eBay, I might get $40 if I'm lucky. I list it on Etsy and I get $100. Every time, hands down, doesn't matter. I will get more than double on Etsy what I would over there. So certain things just don't do good on eBay. What's that saying? I don't remember what it's saying. I don't know. But you know, you guys, I really do love my job. I really am happy. It just feels good to have my own money. I don't have to ask Doug for money, you know. No, that's what I thought too, but I found out from doing my research and watching resellers on eBay, on YouTube, you can sell vintage, and that includes electronics. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So yeah, I don't sell crafty stuff. I don't do none of that. But my vintage electronics, hot. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope I don't get this number wrong. Don't quote me. This is a rough estimate. I've made just over $700 on Etsy. And I really don't list that much on there. It's just VCRs. I list VCRs on there. Because that's the only vintage electronic that I really sell until I came across that mama jamma right there at a yard sale for $10. Thought I had my own money. Then my water heater broke and now I'm broke too. Yeah. The fees on Etsy, I'm not really sure. And I really don't worry about it because there's so many folks out there going, I'm boycotting such and such because of the fees. It's still cheaper than if you had to pay rent and insurance and get license and bond and all that crap for your own storefront. And then if you had your own storefront, you would have a smaller audience to come and shop there. On eBay and on Etsy and these other ones, you've got the world, you know, so your audience is bigger. You have more options to sell. Yeah, I have no problem. I mean, it's frustrating when I calculate my fees for the week and I'm like, God, that's a lot of money. And then I go, cost of doing business. That's fine. It's fine because when you compare it to the math of having your own shop and having to get insurance because people come and go and you don't want them to get hurt, you have to, by law, have insurance, and all the things that come with it, your light bill, your water bill, this is a better deal. I don't have any spreadsheet yet because this year I'm really not going to reach that margin where I have to claim it. You know what I'm saying? I already did my research on that too. I believe, oh gosh, I'm going to get this wrong, but I think in Florida, it's $12,500 you have to earn in order to file for that year. I don't know, but I'm a new business. I started in the middle of the year. So next year is when we're going to really break it down. I've got to go talk to an accountant that is literally one street over here on the main street. And yeah, I haven't done an auction in ages. The last auction I did, I ended up spending over $350. No, it was actually more than that. It was a lot of money on the J. Peterman Heart of the Ocean from the movie Titanic. Doug said, you can get it, you can spend whatever you want. So I did. And I won it. So that's the last auction that I can recall that I ever did on there. And that was a long time ago. Federal income tax. Florida doesn't have any sales tax. Yeah, but you have to make a certain amount to claim it. So I have to find out, like, say I got to talk to that accountant chick. As far as I don't have a spreadsheet, but I can get a printout from all of the platforms I sell on and we can figure it up. You know, if she says, no, you have to claim it, then I'll just get my printouts and we'll do it like that, you know? So, you know, my son, he told me about a week ago, He said, yeah, Mom, there's a shortage on graphics cards. And right now, me and my buddies are making like $2,000 a week each without doing anything but being here, existing. We don't do anything. They're mining Bitcoins, and he has made a fortune. He's making so much money, but they've all got, I don't know, it's something with the computers, and they've all got it going on, and they're going in on trying to find the graphics cards that they need, but everybody's selling out of them. So he was explaining all of this to me, right? Yes, he told me, Mom, he sent me a list today and said, do you live near any of these locations? And it was cities. And I said, no, I don't. He was like, these Best Buys just restocked their graphics cards today. I was going to send you the money to go get me some graphics cards. And he said the reason they're not selling them online, because I said, can't you just get them off the internet? He said they've pretty much completely stopped selling them online because the bots would buy them all up anyway, and then they'd be gone. No, because people are mining Bitcoins at a rate that they've never seen before. So I said, would a gaming computer, a really high-end one, have the graphics card you need? He went, yes. I said, because I found some gaming computers locally for sale, and I know I can pull up the information on it and make sure it's the correct graphics card. He went, yes. I said, I'll look into that then. So, but anyway. And plus, he started off doing these penny auctions, and it was for a company that was doing really well. And I want to say it was the Philippines, but I'm not even sure about that. This was a few months back, during the COVID, when he couldn't work at all because he couldn't go in and out of homes and stuff like that. Well, if you've got, he said it's the 3000 series. Wait a minute. He told me to keep my eyes open for the 3060, the 3060 Ti, the 3080 Ti, the 3090. And he said the 30 series are the ones I need to keep my eyes open for. And I don't know anything about them, so I'm just going to go with what he told me. So, you know. But anyway, I lost my train of thought again. Son of a bitch. I don't remember what I was saying, y'all. Oh, during the height of the pandemic, he started doing, his friend contacted him and said, hey, there's this company, legit company, valid, legit, in, I think it was the Philippines, but I'm not sure. He said, and they lost their stock trade option rights, or whatever you call it. Y'all know I don't know about that shit. And he said they, it might not have been the Philippines. It was somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He said this was months ago, and he said that they were forced to just go to trading penny stock until they could get their certification back or whatever it is they had to do. I don't know about this. His friend is a stock trader dude. I don't know anything about it. And so he was like, do you want to buy in? Because I'm buying in. Well, then after they both did it, then they got a few more friends involved. And then now he's got this group of friends, and they were all, no, it's not. This was, they did the research. They found the articles about the company when they lost their whatever, their certification or whatever you want to call it. It's not. They've been in it for, oh my God, I want to say 4 months now, maybe 5. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. And crazy money, crazy money, crazy money. He was like, my fake, because we talk about our money making opportunities, and I'm like, I sold this, look what I got for this much, and I comped it, it's selling for this much. You know, I sold a bobblehead that I paid $4 for $125, and to someone in Billings, Montana. And he was like, well, you know what? I made $1,200 yesterday. I was like, oh, shut up. It's like, he says he likes the millennials way of doing things, where they just sit and watch the money come in. I said, well, if I don't stay busy, I get emo. I need to stay active, and I enjoy this. I feel accomplished. He goes, I know. But he likes the idea of just money coming, you know. You should get him on stream for real. Would be interesting to hear his side of it. Oh, he'd have all the details because I don't. And he knows all about it. And he'll sit there with me on FaceTime and try to explain it to me. And I'm like, all right, we can go with that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm so proud of you. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But Wayne, I'm talking about Wayne. Shaggy's my son-in-law. Wayne is my son. Now, Shaggy is a website designer, a coder, and he builds, you know, computers and he programs and all that stuff if he wanted to, you know. I'm with you, Corey. I don't get any of that stuff either, but these guys would geek out, right? Yeah. He knows a lot about a lot of stuff because when he gets involved with something that he's interested in, he throws himself completely into it. He will spend stupid amounts of money on something that he is interested in, you know? And it's fine with me. It's his to spend, you know? He earns it. It's his money. He's a grown-ass man. He's a whole grown-ass man. He can do what he wants with his money. Isn't this pretty? Isn't it beautiful? It is Liz Claiborne. Yes. It's got the classic LC tag, Liz Claiborne. And it is like a gold marcasite. We'll start bids at a... I'm just joking. I got so much jewelry over here. So I think I might actually do a YouTube auction. You should see all this jewelry I have. It's crazy. It's not real. None of it's real. How much do you want for that? I'm looking for a birthday gift for Bonnie next month. Really? I haven't done vintage costume jewelry in 100 years, but that's how I started on eBay a long time ago. Hi, Vicky. Where's Vicky? Oh, hey, Vicky. I didn't even see her. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Okay, give me... Oh, God. Hold on. Look at my nightmare photo area while I grab something. I didn't have no Burt Reynolds LP. What the fuck are you talking about? I loved selling vintage costume jewelry because you could buy it so cheap. So cheap. And then the markup on it was insane. And it just, I mean, come on, you know? Who the fuck doesn't like a cha-ching? I'm gonna find this jewelry. It's down in here. I bought it from a little old lady. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. What the hell am I... Oh, here it is. Oh, this is just getting on my nerves. That's all it's doing. It's just getting on my nerves. I can't see what y'all are saying, so bear with me, okay? I should be going my ass to bed and getting a decent night's sleep. I'm finding it. It's all here. I knew I had it down here. I just couldn't find any of it because I have so much shit over here. I got more too, but I don't know where I put it. Like, I'm not even kidding y'all. Fucking death pile. Death pile. All right. I don't remember that. I'll have to look through my albums. They're over there in that corner. I'll have to look through them. I got to send my mother-in-law's husband some Bachman Turner Overdrive albums I told him he could have. So when I go through there... Who's deleting her messages? What's going on? What the hell is going on? What'd she say bad? What'd she say? You didn't block her, I hope. What could she have possibly said bad? Oh. You've got... I am. This is my eBay office. I'm constantly pulling stuff out in here so that I can clean it or photograph it or put on my glasses and fix the situation. What's the situation? No, I'm not generally messy, but this particular room, this is my eBay office. There's no hope for this room. There's no hope for this room. This room is my nightmare. And the eBay storage room, nightmare part 2. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, so I do have some here. Look, this is a Lisner 4-strand. It's not big money, obviously, but I bought it from a little old lady. God damn it, I can never get these things right. He said I'm pretty messy myself, so I was okay with it. Y'all just be nice. I mean, I'm not offended by what she said. This room is a mess. I mean, I can clearly see that this room is a mess. But no, in general, I'm not like that. See, this is a Lisner. It's so pretty. I don't wear shit like this, but you know, it's pretty. My mom's stuff is all over our house. LOL, not Corey. Oh, yeah. Well, Doug says I'm taking over the whole house. I was like, well, yeah. A lot of this is not old at all, but it's still very pretty. Look at that old thing there, will you? Now that is old. That's like early 70s, late 60s, some shit like that. I can't remember. But this lady had bags, like Ziploc bags with 50 cents on it. I just grabbed them all, you know. I said, I'll deal with it some other time. I just want to go ahead and grab them. Like, this is a focal piece that someone would want just to put on a chain. Some people are into that whole 80s thing. I'm not one of them. Exactly. Jimmy Buffett with the whole parrot head thing going on there. But I have this set here, and I do believe it is gold over sterling and that the stones are real. But it's a necklace and earrings. I got a lot of shit. Did I show y'all? I did show y'all I can't remember if it was y'all that I showed or if it was when I was FaceTiming my mama. I was showing her. Anyway, it's I didn't even tell you what I was talking about. The glass ornaments that I got from the University of Florida. Yeah, I think I showed y'all. I know I showed my mom, or I thought I did. Maybe I showed y'all and just thought I showed my mom. I don't fucking know. I can't even think. Come on. That's bullshit. This is bullshit. I can't get it to focus. Anyway, it's the pierced earrings and the necklace. I can't tell. My eyes are terrible. Garnet's probably what it is, but I really can't tell until I get a loop. I used to have a loop, and I don't know where my loop is. Probably stored in the RV. But like these, I'll probably just sell in a lot. I've got a couple of these, just these focal, you know, if you could even see the damn things. But there's like a lot of little pins and a little angel pin. Christmas is coming up, so I probably should put that up for sale, huh? 8-ounce gold-plated Liberty here I play with. Yeah, I don't got anything like this. Like I say, it was a yard sale, and she was, son of a bitch, I dropped the parrot. It was a little old lady, and she had like 50 cents and $1 on each little baggie. So So Mom sells the lots during spring because people want to take them apart during the summer. Really? Yeah, that's like the seasonal changes is where the money is. Look, here's a Merry Christmas one. So that one is going to go up, I'm sure. I haven't listed any of these, so I really need to get on that, right? Now this looks old, but what I'm thinking is it's made to look old. But it's doing a damn good job. I think that it's just so well cared for, and I'm not used to seeing them this clean and this untarnished. I've sold these like this before, and if you look at the back of it, it just reeks of old, but it's so clean, which is what's throwing me off. It's really throwing me off. That's what I was thinking about, just doing a Christmas lot. Here's another one. See, look. Merry Christmas heart. This fucking camera. See? I got some really pretty sets in here, too. Look at this. This is a simple little H. This is so 80s. It's crazy. Take your camera next time you go junking. Bonnie wants to see how you haggle. She's got some stuff to sell. I'm not nice when I haggle, because if I ask somebody how much do you want for this and they go, I don't know. I'm okay the first time they do it, but the third and fourth time I'm like, did you plan on having the yard sale today? Did you know you're at a yard sale? I'm like, what? How do you not know how much you want? How are you going to sit there and be on the fence about everything you're selling right now? What? Like, I can't deal with people. And I will not go to a yard sale. If I walk up and I see this, I leave. If I go to a yard sale and they've got printouts from eBay showing what they go for or what people are listing them for, they don't understand that you can list them for whatever you want. It's what they're selling for. So they've got these giant printouts so that you can see what the value is on eBay. And I'm like, so then list it on fucking eBay. I'm not here to spend eBay amounts. I'll just go buy it off eBay. You know, it's just... Anyway, that I can't deal with people. I just can't. I just think fucking get on my nerves. This is super cheap. There's nothing of any value to this thing right here. This is just, it's pretty, it's clean, it's nice to wear, but it's not like really old or anything. This is really fancy and girly right here. This is super girly. Look at that fucker there, will ya? Yeah. That is some serious girly bling. I have sets, and I wish I knew where I'd put them. I got some pretty sets. Same with this. Super girly bling. I can't get this thing to focus. Oh my God. Whatever. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm going to get the Christmas ones up. I need to go ahead and do that. I really do. Not right now. Obviously, not this very moment in time. But soon. So I got this set. This is one set I was able to find. The rest of them, I think I put in a separate little area. Wait. Found them. This was months ago that I bought these. I just haven't done anything with them. This is so nice. It's nice. And when I was going through all this, I went on a tirade through this house because I could only find one earring. I was like, I just bought it, and there's only one earring. I got one earring. I was so mad. Doug said, I don't know what to tell you. And then I came in and went, I found it. It was hanging. It was stuck to the chain. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have a reseller meltdown, but I'm just sick of shit disappearing around here. So there's that. And again, these are not high dollar, but the quality is there. They're in really good shape. There's no tarnish. This old lady took good care of her shit. I've already made quite a little mint off the stuff that I bought from her. This bag was $1, but it had a lot more stuff in it than that. I know. I need to get a piece of paper, something to put behind it so you can see it. Yep. All right, so what do we got in this box? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is real. This is diamonds. Hold on, I forgot about this one. I forgot all about it. And I literally paid $3. I paid $3 for this one. So, are you ready? These are little diamond chips over gold-plated sterling. And it's got the latch. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to try to show y'all if the shit will... See, it's just, these stones are not big. They're very, 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 very small. It's got the quality clasp. Hold up, though. It gets better. It's got too much competition. It's sterling with gold overlay. It's electroplate. You know Chastity that passed away years ago? My foster daughter, she gave me a very similar bracelet, but that's all she had was the bracelet where it broke and she used glue. She glued it. I was like, what the fuck? Are you sure you're not a blonde? She was like, no, why? So it's got the bracelet. Yeah, I'm not looking for the resale meltdown apocalyptic value. I'm just looking for, you know, pretty items that people would want to buy. I don't care about the actual meltdown value. Who gives a shit? People have been making a fortune in the industry of prepper worlds on people that think they're going to actually live to see some apocalyptic societal meltdown. They're making a fortune off these people. It's all in how you describe it. It's not the coin community. That's it. Not everybody wants to melt shit down and take away the beauty of it. Some people like pretty things. It's got the earrings. So it's the whole, what is it, a demi? Is it a demi or a parure? I can't remember. Anyway, so it's the whole set. It's the necklace, the bracelet, and the earrings. And then this should sell. I found that there are several things in the costume jewelry world that sell quite nicely. And that is a brooch that is a butterfly, a brooch that is a flower, and a brooch that is a lighthouse, a brooch that is a cat. Those do really good. See, I love the gaudy stuff only because as soon as I see it, I know I'm going to make an arm and a leg off of it. I'm like, oh my God. And someone will be like, oh, you like that? I'm like, God, no, this thing is fucking hideous. I'm going to make a fortune. This is, if this doesn't scream, people are people, so why should it be? This is so 1982. This is Galleria Mall shit, okay? That's what this is. Jeff, do you ever watch Big Stacked with his meltdown videos? So yeah, does that not just scream like, oh my God, like totally tubular, guide me with a spoon? Yes, it does, because that's what it fucking is. And it's even got a name on the back of it. But since I've lost my glasses, because I'm in a freaking death pal, Cyndi Lauper, yes. Girls just want to have fun. It is marked. It is from Germany? I want to say it was Germany. Hold on. I can almost see what the fuck this says. It's B-U-C-H and D-E-I-C-H. Oh my God, I can't hardly see it. Made in Denmark. Denmark. It was Denmark. Okay. Now I gotta look up that damn name. B-U-C-H. Google. We'll Google Denmark. B-U-C-H. And Deichmann. Deichmann? That's what it is. Denmark, Bush and Diekman or Dykman. I can't make out how to pronounce that. It's Deichmann. It's not like a massive, like, oh my God, I can retire. It's nothing like that. But I do know that these came in multiple colors. I got the purple one, and here it is, $31 for this one. This one's $31 for this little piece of plastic. I think I got this in the bag that I paid 50 cents for the whole bag. There is so much money in reselling. It's crazy. Then I got this cross. Oh, I bought a huge book full, 2 huge books full, and then another book full of CDs. And they were all old school R&B and rap with Tupac and Fat Joe and all these other ones that, I mean, I'm aging myself, but yeah, shit, I never was into Tupac. It just wasn't my gig. But I was in Fat Joe and the other one. So this is gold. This has a very delicate, beautiful chain. I don't think I'll have any problem selling this. It's really pretty. So anyway, it's hard to focus on it because my fucking camera sucks. So anyway, I'm going to sell this. I think I am going to do a YouTube auction live stream on here. I just don't know when. Because I made some really nice things here. The chain is nice and delicate. Exactly. It's very nice. Bakelite. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look. Here's another one of those little hang-me-downs. Hang-me-downs. I'm not really sure what this is. It's tacky. These are glass-based, which are still very desirable. They're very heavy. They feel like the real thing. They're really nice. You know, they may be the real thing. I can't tell. There's no peeling. I know that. I've checked that. I don't have any eyeballs right now, but there's no peeling. I'll have to get them checked out because I really don't know. Do you ever get far out of Jacksonville into those old retirement communities with storage lockers? No. And I'm always checking online to find out if any of these retirement communities are having those, you know, seasonal cleanouts or the yearly cleanouts. Because like I talked about before, the people that stay there are there because, well, let's be honest, their families are living their lives. And they have to keep up with everybody else, so they have to work 2 and 3 jobs, and they have to take 2 vacations a year, and mom or dad gets in the way. So by the time mom or dad die, the families aren't attached at all to the things that mom and dad had there, because when they put mom or daddy in those homes, they made sure they didn't leave anything of any value for fear that the staff would steal it, you know. It's the same way in like a group home for mentally handicapped adults. They don't let those people have anything of any value. The family won't, you know. And some of the group homes actually won't allow it anyway because staff will steal. But they end up not wanting any of the stuff that they have stored. So it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, and then once or twice a year, the facility will have a giant sale. And man, I have not been to one of those in years. The last one I went to was in North Carolina. And I bought granny panties and slips and nightgowns. Demented old people just give it away because they don't care or know any better. Yeah, that's true. They give it away because they appreciate that one of the staff visits them and at least, you know, cares about them enough to give them good care when they do, and their own family don't come to see them, you know. I just think I would never put my parents in a home, but you know, people do what they do, you know. Personally, all right, like I'm just gonna say I have a relative that was born mentally handicapped. She had a lot of medical issues and she was handicapped. She's never spoken. I think she has passed away not too long ago, but she was older than me. her mom and dad kept her home when it was not traditional. Back then, it was not the fashionable thing to do. She was born in the 60s. And then you put your child, when they're as debilitated as my cousin, you put them in a home. Well, she was just this tiny little thing. My mom said that she had to watch her while my aunt, well, she's really my cousin, but she's so much older than me, I call her my aunt. It's her daughter. Took her, she had to go out of town for some kind of a convention or a meetup about handicapped kids. And she was just a baby. So my mom kept her, and she was like, she's so tiny. She was just so little. Anyway, she was always cared for at home. She was never in a home. Never. They completely rearranged their whole house for her. I remember going over there one day, and I was sitting in the floor, and I was playing, they had the original Atari game, then they had Pong, and what was the one that came out with, it had Frogger and Donkey Kong, the Coleco games. It had all those, and I was putting, she kept them in the floor. And my cousin would go up and grab one and slam it into the player and then just lay there and hold the controller and, you know. So I was little, but I remember sitting on the floor in front of the TV, and my mom and my auntie were sitting in the other room, and they're having their drink or their coffee or tea or whatever, and they're talking. They're watching the TV in there. And something grabbed me by my hair. My hair was long back then too, and just dragged me. Snatched me, and it was my cousin, and she had crawled in there and grabbed me by my hair. Your mom caught her house on fire. Yee! And she pulled my ass to the floor because they think it was because I was playing her game, and which I did all the time, but that particular day my cousin didn't want me to play her game, and I was screaming, "Mom!" So I remember that happening. I'll never forget that. I was scared of my cousin for so long after that because I was little. And my mom would say, go sit in the floor. Pauline bought some more games, Corey. And I was like, I'm okay. Can I sit in here with y'all? It's like, I gotta just sit here with y'all. I don't want to go in there. Donna's going to pull my hair. So when when my cousin Donna's mom and dad passed away, her mom died first, and that was terrible. That was so terrible because my Aunt Pauline was tiny, little teeny, and Donna, my cousin, had gotten big over the years. She had gained a lot of weight, and Pauline still managed to take care of her. I don't know how, but then her dad died. So before her dad died, right after her mom died, she had sisters. She had 4 sisters. There were 5 girls altogether. One of them was killed. One of them was murdered way back in the day. The guy got put to death for it, but yeah. Where was I at? Her sister moved in. They had a beautiful home in Great Bridge, in Virginia, in Great Bridge. Beautiful home that they had custom built. But when their mom died, she said, they put money into the family home to get it up to date and get it, to where they could all live there. And her husband and their 2 sons moved into her family home. And she took care of her dad and her sister. So, you make adjustments. She gave up a beautiful home she had custom built. But nobody was taking care of her sister, except her. And the women in the family were super small. But there was nothing that would stop them from taking care of her. And she was not light. She was a big girl. She couldn't exercise, you know what I'm saying? What is she going to do? She can barely take a few steps at a time without help. But I don't know. People that put their family in homes just make me sad. I'm sad for their mother, father, sister, cousin, whatever. I'm sad for them. There's no reason. I would have a nurse come once a day, 5 days a week, to assess my situation and to help me with my mom or my dad before I'd put them in a home. I absolutely refuse. I will not put them in a home. I will not put them in a home. I won't do it. There will never come a point in my life where I'll just go, I just couldn't do it anymore. No, I will always be able to do it. My mom already knows. I've already told her, Mom, you're not going. You've got 3 daughters. Choose which one, because I'm telling you right now, me and Doug will rearrange our whole world to accommodate you and Dad. And if you both become debilitated at the same time, we'll take care of you both. We'll find a way. I'll just have to take better care of myself so that I can take care of them. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, doing what I do, I can continue to work and take care of them. Nothing will get in the way. Anyway, I went on a bender with that because of old folk homes, yard sales. Hey, wait, I dropped a pin of an angel. It's an angel pin. An angel pin. I ain't put my family in no home. I'll put my sisters in a home. I don't give a fuck. They got kids. Their kids need to take care of them. Everybody's got a job to do, and it ain't for me to take care of every motherfucker in my family, that's for sure. I've got my do not disturb one. Did y'all see the pictures of my baby girls? Have y'all seen those? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My mom and I do pretty good together. She saved my butt a lot, so I owe her. But it is really hard. I know. Like I said, I just told you, I've seen the struggle. It is, but I've seen the sacrifice. My family like fucking sacrifices. I mean, you have a home custom built. You're only there for a few years, and then you go turn around and put money into revamping and upgrading your family home that was built in the 20s, I think. And I mean, sacrifices get made. But I think it was evident in my family with my cousin that with her household, she was the center of that household, period. That was her. He listens to you complain a lot. Yeah, but you're doing it, right? You're complaining, but you're doing it. And you shouldn't feel guilty for your complaints. You should not feel guilty for feeling a certain way. I would expect someone to be flustered and bothered and feel a certain way, and you need to not hold that shit in. You can't. That's not going to benefit your mother or whoever it is you're taking care of. It's not going to help them. You need to be able to vent and get your shit out. Just be careful who you vent to. Let me see. I got to show you all the pictures of my babies. Oh, God. Literal angels. I just scraped the moss off her roof the other day. It just needs to get done. Yep. I want to show you all my babies. Oh, my God. Tell me that's not an absolute angel. It's so cute. Hold on. Look at this one. Oh my God. Oh. I just can't, y'all. I can't get enough. Just like, I don't know. It's just, hold on. There we go. There we go. Look at that face. Come on now. Come on. That don't make... Look at that goofball. She's so silly. That don't make no sense. Baby be that dang on pretty. That's the last one, I promise. Oh, God. I just can't wait to go see them. They're about to move. The landlord raised their rent again, and Shane was like, you can charge that shit to somebody else because it's Rocky Mountain and shit ain't worth that around here. This guy just bought the place from the original owner a couple months ago. And he's already raised the rent once. And now he's trying to raise it again. Another 100. She was like, yeah, we're done. We're out of here. So I'm hoping we can go there. Because she doesn't have any help to move. And Josh works all the time. And, well, you know, she works too from home like me. She does something that she can do from home. And, because she ain't going to let nobody watch her kids. She's not going to do it. I was the same way. Nobody was going to watch my kids. Madison was the only one. And that's because she wasn't clingy like Wayne and Shane were. Wayne and Shane were like mama's babies. They were bad. It don't matter that they are pretty. I can still teach them to ride a bike. Where are they moving to? I got a friend in North Carolina with a van. They're staying in the general Edgecombe County area, you know, not far. They're staying in the area. It's just, you know, because his job is there. You know, and Shane, she's not doing the food delivery or the Instacart anymore because of the COVID thing. And plus, it's just a lot. With the 2 kids with her. It's a lot. So now she's doing she's just doing the online casino thing, the fish games. Pretty girls should still be able to change their own oil. I'm going to tell you right now, Doug worked out of town so much. When the kids were small, we had just bought our first house, and Shane was a baby. She wasn't even a year old. And he went out of town because the company he worked for in Virginia was starting a district, like a division here. Coincidentally, that's how I first came to know this area, and I was like, love it there. That far back, back in 96, I believe. So, there went again. Foggy brain. I can't keep my thoughts together. How far are you from St. Augustine? I need you to bid on this auction and buy these VCRs for me. St. Augustine? 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. My best friend lives there. One of my best friends, Lisa. My Boricua, my baby. That's my baby. She my Puerto Rican hoe. I haven't seen her in a bit. I should go there and visit her, shouldn't I? It ain't far. Flagler, Bunn County. That's where she's at. Anyway, what was I saying? Y'all got to keep up with my conversation because I don't fucking remember. St. Johns County School has a surplus auction going. No, give me the VCRs and keep the projectors. I went to a yard sale about 2 months ago, and it was a man and his wife, and I was asking, do y'all have any VCRs for sale? He went, no, we just donated them all. I went, wait, are you serious? He went, no, yeah, we donated all the VCRs. We had like 20 of them. I was like, you're joking. Nobody has 20 VCRs. He goes, I do because I work for the schools. I work for Duval County Schools, and we don't keep our VCRs for long. We just got rid of all of them. So he gave us the website. He called the person in charge of the auction house for Duval County school stuff. He was like, I'll call her right now. And he called her on the phone, and he said, what's the name of the website for them to go to auctions to buy the pallets? And she told him. And he gave it to Doug. So Doug's got it somewhere. But he said VCRs galore. Yeah. And so I know what you're talking about because we just found out about it. And I was like, are we talking like up-to-date newer VCRs or them old-timey ones with the top load? He went, no, newer ones. But they're not using them anymore. So they got rid of all of them, like all of them for the whole Duval County. They're gone. I'll go in on it. We can expand movie night to include VHS. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for some VHS tapes that are selling for outrageous amounts of money. Who would have thunk? all it would take is y'all know, I've already told y'all, I like to make sure I have one chunky sell every week. If I just have one anchor sell every week where, say, it brings in $150 to $200 one item, or 2 or 3 $100 to $200 items, that's good, then I'm happy. Publicsurplus.com. Government surplus is best place to get old school crap, computers, printers, projectors. They actually have a Duval County link. That's what he gave to Doug, and he wrote it down. It's got it in that damn car somewhere. But the Duval County School Board has their own Duval County link. So I got to find out what it is, because I need to get some VCRs in my Etsy store. Because when I can buy them, and he said they go for so cheap. He said these pallets are going for so cheap because people just aren't familiar with, first off, that they do these auctions, because we're just starting to do them in these giant pallets, but also they're not willing to take the risk and get a whole pallet and have some of them have something wrong. Well, I'm here to tell you the main issue with a VCR, hands down, every time, is the little belt, the band. It needs a band, or the band will pop off. You put the band on, as long as it's nice and taut and fit, and it's not melted or burned, you put it back on. So when you see one that keeps spitting the tape back out, that's typically its way of saying the band's not on. Get out of here, the band's not on. So it is well, we've done that before. We went and rented a pickup truck when we bought those 3 pallets for resale back in 2016. We went to Lowe's, we picked up the pickup truck for 2 hours, and we went to the warehouse where we bought the pallets. They loaded them right onto the truck, but then we had to hand unload them ourselves in our yard. That was the work, but it was fun. It was fun. It was like Christmas opening up those pallets to see what we had. It's just fun. So it is 45 minutes. I'm 45 minutes from St. Augustine right now, where I live at. Rent a truck. I can rent my own truck. I don't know if you've been paying any mind to what I've been saying, but I'm making good money. So at this point, I feel confident that I could, if I put in the extra time, because I'm really not really putting in as much time as I should. If I put in the extra time and source more than 2 days a week, he wants those for himself, though. I'll buy some of them from him. There ain't no way I'm going to pick up a fucking pallet of VCRs and not buy some. But I ain't giving them more than $5 a piece for them. That's what I pay for them here. I pay $5.99 or $4.99. That's all I pay for them. And then I sell them between $75 and $100. And I've sold every fucking one of them. That one sold. See that one right there? That right there. It's got the white foam on the corners. It's ready to be shipped. Put it like that. I just got to put it in the box and wrap it in that. Doug made me a bubble wrap arm. But anyway, so that one sold for $315. It's out the door. And that one needs a band. See that? Oh, you can't see it. That is a combo player right there. It needs a band. That one, I think, is the one. It's also the same brand as that one. These are all 3 the same brand. That one needs a band on the CD player. The DVD player, sorry. And that one does too. That one needs a band on the VCR. The only problem is with the band. And those are Magnavox. And they all sell for right around $125 a piece. I paid $6 for each of them. Doug's got a stack of VCRs and 2 combo players in the room. And it's just, again, I can't keep my thoughts, y'all. I swear to God, my brain. Anyway, he just doesn't have the time that he needs to get the shit done. So I'm thinking about just buying his from him. I got to get some shit in my Etsy store. I don't like my Etsy store being empty. I need some shit in there. But not, I don't want to just put anything in there. I'm not just going to put like paper mache or crochet stuff in there. I'm going to put shit in there that I know is going to fucking sell. But for good money, you know. But he's got like a stack of them in there. And that's what he does, see, because he's selling now too. And so he's buying up the same shit that I do. I let him have shoes. I went in my room and I took all the shoes that I have not put up yet, except for like 3 pair that I needed to put up because it's winter type stuff. And I just took all the shoes in there and said, you want these, you can have them. I'm past the shoes. They were great to get me going and off the ground, but at this point, I'm doing bigger ticket stuff. This isn't going to work for me. But I'm also doing DVDs because I can get them so cheap. 10 for $3. Or is it 10 for 4? Either way, I'm going to show y'all my addiction. You motherfucker. I might have already shown y'all, but it's getting bigger. That's the front row. There's a back row too. AC/DC Rock Band. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like a $30 game by itself right here. RV Deb used to sell her finger paintings on paper plates. She did not. This goes with one of the dance mats. I got this to go with a dance mat. I have 2 dance mats now, but I haven't put them up because I have to test them. That Wii Fit Plus, these are all Wii Fits and Wii Fit Pluses. Animal Crossing, this sells really well by itself. I need to go ahead and get that put up. This also sells really well by itself. I need to get that one put up. I've got PS3 games. This one sells good. Why have I not put that one up? What the fuck, man? I got other games up here too. Plus, like I say, there's a whole stack of them. They're all back there too. I got Tony Hawk. I got a bunch of shit, man. And I have to get my my Wii Fit boards up. So I told y'all before, I combined I will combine the Wii Fit game with the Wii Fit board, the balance board, and that'll be $50 or $60, something like that, maybe more, depending on the condition of the board. But I don't buy the boards that are shitty. And if I open up the battery pack of the board and it's got any of that corrosion, I ain't buying it. I got some up here too. I got this one, which kind of surprised me. Wait a minute. This really, really surprised me. This is an old Warcraft expansion kit set. Look. Isn't that crazy? This thing is old as fuck. This is like Windows 98 or some shit. It's pretty old. Let me see. I wish I had my glasses in here. Expansion set to the game of the year. This one is Frozen Throne. And it's like elves or some shit. I know. And you know what? Now those nerds are grown and they've got kids and they're married and they're looking to buy their childhood again, just like me. Just like I like to look on there to try to find the toys that either I missed from when I had them as a kid or that I never got when I was a kid. And they're doing the same thing, you know? But this is for an old Windows. It's all there. And yes, I have it listed for like $40. There's not many on there. And the ones that are on there aren't in the best of shape. Hold on. Windows 98 ME and 2000 XP. And all 3 of those are the first few computers that I had. They operated on 98 ME and XP. It's all there. It's fucking all here. It's everything. It's in amazing shape. The discs are perfect. Oh, come on. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Thing is minty fresh. I do not pass up PC games because I have come to respect, even has the booklet, I have come to respect the power of the money that PC games can bring. This thing is beautiful. At least it's not floppies. No, that would be my tits. Let me see. We've got the book, Blizzard Entertainment. We got the... See? This is something that most of them don't have. The little notepad. Just jot down shit. Because they know when people play, they tend to take notes of things that they catch along the way, you know? There's the rest of it. This thing is mint. I mean, this thing is fucking mint. It's even still got the coupon in here, yo. Look at this shit. Rock and Roll Racing Game Boy Advance. You can get $10 off. How neat, y'all. How neat is that? I don't play video games. I have no interest in video games. But I'll fucking sell them. I sure will. I'll sell the hell out of them. And I'm not dropping the price either because I know what I got. I bought... Hey! Shit, almost dropped everything. I got these for me. Not this one. This is Country. Oh, that shit. Country. Wait a minute. Chris Gaines, whoever that is. I'm gonna guess it's Country. I don't know. This is mine, Garth Brooks. Now, he's country, but, I mean, he's Garth Brooks. Oh, I remember what I was gonna tell y'all. The CD case that I bought. I got that one. That's obviously mine. And that's mine too. John Mayer. Yes. And then, of course, I bought these. Brand new sealed, new old stock, recordable blank 8 tracks. Isn't that crazy? I opened that one because I had to, you know, try out that 8-track recorder. Can't sell it unless I test it. In the 90s, Garth Brooks wanted to become a rock and roll guy under the name Chris Gaines. Really? Are you fucking around? Because I just held up a thing that said Chris Gaines. I'm running along now. Always good seeing you. Good night. All right, good night, Jeff. I'm going to go get the CD case and show you guys what I got. Yes, it is. That's gray hair, baby. Yes, it is. That's mine. That's all mine. Growing gray gracefully. Sure is. All right, I'm going to get that CD case and show y'all. Give me one sec. Look at my nightmare. There you go. Okay. Check it out. All right. Tell me this thing is not a beast. Look at that. Okay. So this is clearly a disc jockey's, like a local house DJ's case. Clearly. It's too obvious. These things sell really well too. It is crazy. And they're all here. This is full. I'm going to pull this cord off of here. Let me show you guys. Crazy. God damn it. This thing is so full I can't. So this is going on as one lot, and I'm expecting, I paid $4 for this. I'm expecting around 125. I do own it. Why would I not own my gray hair? NWA, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Hold on. I don't know who some of these are. Of course, Master P. Junior Mafia. Young, Rich, and Dangerous. I don't know nothing about them. There's Slick Rick. Look at that crap, man. South Central Cartel. NWA again. And there's, all of them are here. None of these are empty. Wait a minute. I'm not going to put the Chris Gaines CD in here. Salt and Pepper. Look, Shaquille O'Neal. Belle Biv DeVoe. You don't know who Rodney Carrington is? Have you ever heard the song Dear Penis? That's Rodney Carrington. He is freaking hilarious. Gangsta Funk. Do you have any idea the gold mine that I have here? I could probably get more than 125, but I'm happy with 125. I paid $4. Tony, Karen White, Boys to Men. I mean, Quincy Jones. This is clearly Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, Janet, Keith Murray, Tina Turner. This is from like a grown folk party, you know. Kenny Lattimore. These are all so old as far as like 80s and early 90s and shit. Salt and Pepper again. Warren G. It just goes on and on. It just goes on and on. Stephanie Mills, love her. Mickey Howard, adore her. I grew up to this shit, man. Anita Baker. Lisa Stansfield, Lisa Fisher. Tupac. Stevie Wonder. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. 3-6 Mafia, 3-6 Mafia. T.I. 3-6 Mafia. Yeah, I'm going to make my money. This thing, when I saw this, I couldn't stop staring, and I just looked at Doug, and he went, what? And I was like, dude, Lil Wayne. I went, dude. He went, what? I went, just put it in the cart and back away from it because that one's mine. He was like, you can have it. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I was like, just mind your business. He goes, you don't know what that's going to sell for. I said, have you not learned yet that I know what I'm doing? Get the fuck away from me. I was like, dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I saw Tupac in there and I said, oh yeah, this is going to go well. This thing is full. There's like 124 CDs. It's a lot. So basically, I'm expecting $125 because I know I'll be able to get at least $1 per. But if I get more, that's awesome. But I paid $4, and I know it's worth more than $4. Hey! What are you doing, Ileana? Why are you being crazy? Oh my God, these animals are so stupid. I know. I haven't had CDs in ages. I will give you $4.50 so you still make a profit. Shit. Come on now. Would you like to buy a blank 8-track so you can record all your favorite hits from your, what is it, a Plymouth Roadrunner? Yeah, while you're cruising in your Roadrunner. You can record all your favorite tunes, you know, when Foghat comes on the radio. Or Kiss, or Neil Young. What is going on? Are you okay, Ileana? What's the matter? What's the matter? Kevin, come here. Come here, kitty. Kevin, come here. Sasha's just like, I think there's a lizard in here because they're all like paying mine to that corner where the table's at. Is there a lizard in here? Is there a lizard in here? Look at my vicious little guard dog. Mama loves you, baby girl. You saucy. You saucy. Look at the camera. Say, hey, everybody. Now you can dance. Okay. All right, you're good. Okay, good girl. No. This is the sweetest chihuahua I have ever seen in my fucking life. Who's the good girl? Who's the good girl? Kevin is really tormenting the hell. Nah, Saucy's a sweetie. If you have the 8-track recorder to go with them, I do. Would you like to purchase it? They're going for around $150. Would you like it? I paid $10 for it at a yard sale. Big money right there. Shut up, Ileana. Look how big Kevin's getting. Look at him. He's my little teeny Black Panther. God, he's wild. He's gone crazy. Oh, God, this cat. He's a maniac. Where's the other cat Tribe wanted to buy? You talking about Goddess Ileana? What, Mommy? You talking Goddess? She's mad right now because Kevin won't leave her alone. I know, Mommy. I'm sorry. I will give you 20 for all. That's fair. No. No. You already know. I got to make my money. Corey, it just was reported. Paul Stanley tested positive today and he's fully vaccinated. Lots of people test positive for it. They told everybody that. This won't stop you from getting COVID. I mean, they literally went on TV and said it out loud. This will not stop you from catching COVID, but it will stop you from having the extreme and severe symptoms that put you in the hospital or kill you. Everyone acts like it's news. It's not news. Like, we knew. And they're like, oh, what's the point of getting the shot if you're still going to catch it? Oh, gee, I don't know. You can catch it and process it and be okay, or you can catch it and fucking die. I don't know. I don't know what could be the big deal. I don't know. I have no doubt I've had it. I was just talking about that at the beginning of the stream. I really think I probably had it about 3 weeks ago. Oh, is that a vaccine paranoia group? There is absolutely, and now that because they said, oh, it hasn't been approved by the FDA, it's not safe. And then now that they've approved it by the FDA, they approved it too fast. It's like, oh my God. I mean, I don't know what happened to the Conservative Party over the last couple of years, but I don't know. Somebody that had a position of leadership in the party created the Republican Party. It's been recreated into a group of Karens. It's 100% Karens. It's fortified with 100% Karen. I've never seen so many snowflakes in my fucking life. It's like, if I'm not complaining about this, then I've got to complain about that. And I'm going to wrap it in a flag, and I'm going to hold a Bible. And there, that makes me right, because I wrapped what I believe in a flag, and I'm holding a Bible. So now it's patriotism and religious rights. No, it's Karen and it's Snowflake. That's what it is. And y'all already know how I feel about it. I was scheduled to, and it was canceled. What was? They canceled your shot? You can go into the CVS walk-in. You don't have to do anything but walk in the door. And you say, hey, I'd like to get my shot. Have you had a shot yet? No, I have not. Well, then sit right down. So what are you talking about? Go to CVS, go to Walgreens, go get your shot, dude. Live. Y'all already know I lost somebody. I mean, I lost a bunch of somebodies, but I lost somebody, you know? Like a close one. Because she didn't get the fucking shot. Ugh. So dumb. So fucking dumb. She'd be here right now. She'd be with her grandchildren. She'd be with her daughter. She'd be with her husband. She'd be going back to work. Let me get these animals out of here. Hold on. Come on, let's go. Out. No, Mama, go. Go. Look, y'all. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. She's the prettiest turtle in the whole wide world. She was so little when I got her. Mrs. Einstein, say hi. So look how big I am. I'm spoiled rotten. You gonna bite? Get him. Get him, girl. She spends her days on the porch. She loves going outside. No, that's not a turtle meowing. That's the turtle you're looking at, but the cat's meowing right there. Would you like to kiss Mrs. Einstein, Ileana? Go ahead. Get you a bite of that. How adorable is she? She was wet. I had to... Okay, good girl. Aaron said she looks like a hamburger, so he always called her a turtle burger. Look how big she is. Can I pet you? She does not like for me to pet her. She's such a bitch. Come on, let mommy pet you. Can mommy touch you? Look, she does not want me to fuck with her. Let me see you. Come on. I try to pet her and she hisses at me. She's so hateful. I love her. Because of her feet, her claws. The males have really, really, really long claws, and she doesn't have really long claws. I mean, the males have retarded long claws. It's insane. All right, I'm gonna go put her back in her 55-gallon tank because she's a fucking spoiled turtle. Say bye. I'll be right back. Want to say bye? Yeah, so the other night, me and Doug are sitting there watching TV and talking. And he was telling me something he had heard on the radio. And he's looking right at me and he's just like, yip, 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 yip. So right behind, like on the other side of me is the window and the turtle tank and the fish tank. And he stops dead in the middle of a sentence. He's like, blah, 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 blah. He goes, and he just points at the window. And I went, what? And I looked over and there was a baby possum. And he had climbed up on the rocking chair on the porch. And he had his little feet up on the window. And that really adds up. Hey, Troy. But anyway, so there was a possum, like, just checking out, looking in the window. Just look. It was a baby. He was little. But I grabbed my phone and I ran out there and, well, quietly, and I was recording. And I got down there and I was like, there he is. And we were like looking at each other, and you couldn't see him on the freaking camera, but you could hear him. You could hear him like scuffling to get away from me. So yesterday evening we got back after dark. It was just starting to get dark, actually, and to the point that you could say it was dark. As we pull into the driveway, the lights shined on the shrubbery at the end of the place here, of our place, right by my eBay room window, and that little possum was just sitting there eating something under the shrubs. And he saw the light and he was like, oh shit. So he's living under the house here. I want to catch him. Oh, stop. I told Doug I'm gonna put some cat food out for him to see if I can't befriend him. He's so little and cute. He's so little. But he was looking in the window. He wanted to come in. He's so brave, and he's by himself, and he's awful small to be alone. Most of the time, even when they separate from their mom at a certain age, they still kind of stay together. The babies do, for a little bit, but he's by himself. But he's underneath here, so apparently he feels safe there. I'm gonna let him stay. I ain't gonna try to trap him. Possums are okay. They don't bother anybody. I don't know. We haven't heard anything. And we've only seen him 2 times. It's the same little guy, same little dude. And we haven't seen a mama. No big ones at all. Guns, come on. Oh my God, that's awful. Possums are great pets if you get them when they're small. They're awesome. Awesome possum. He's looking for the cat food. I'm definitely going to put some cat food out for him. I am. Or her, whatever it is. Look at that face. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this little Aunt Jemima head. Look at this little thing here. Wait a minute. Look at that face. Look at those eyelashes. Stop playing. Sometimes I just sit here and look at pictures of them girls. They're so adorable. Look at that freaking face, man. What the hell? I just got such pretty babies. God, I got pretty babies. Well, let me check my eBay and see if I've made any money. No. That's okay. The weekend will do fine. The weekend will be good. I had a groundhog living under my shed. Aww. I know in the winter time I've noticed that since we've moved in here, when it gets cold out, because here it gets cold during the day sometimes, but typically it'll be nice during the day and just be really fucking cold at night. And at nighttime, you go in the bathroom and it's dead quiet. The bathroom in the very back by my room. And you'll hear scratching under the tub. And I'm like, what the hell's trying to get in here? I mean, but there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, they can get, it's open to the bottom. There's nothing you can do. But I'm always creeped out the thought something's going to get in. And it's like digging. It's like scratch, scratch, scratch. It hasn't made it in yet, but it's trying. It's fucked up. The other night, this is kind of suspicious to me. Y'all see if y'all think it is too. I'm just going to read this to you. Hold on, let me get to the ocean way thing. Okay. So somebody posted in the community group for where I live at. They said, this was posted on another page for outside of our neighborhood. It's said to be lot such and such. Let's almost say it's lot such and such. You can seal it up. Worst thing is when they die between the subfloor and the bathtub. And you have to, oh, stop. I won't shoot anything like that. But anyway, they said it happened today between 4 and 5 p.m. This was on August 23rd. They posted it. So they shared a screenshot of this. It says, okay, folks, we live in Ocean Way, and my son was sitting in our yard at our patio table, and 3 young black boys attacked him with a 12-gauge shotgun and tried to rob him. This happened in broad daylight, so I'm sharing this to say, everyone, please be careful, even in your own yard. Relax him. And I went, based on the lot that they said it was in, which they said I ain't going to tell y'all because, you know, obviously, but happened right here in the park where I live, in this lot, this one specific lot. And I went, I don't know, middle of the day. And I believe that's a side road. It's not even on the main road. We have 2 mains. I live on one main, and then there's another main, and then there's the side roads, the courts, the cul-de-sacs, a couple of side roads, taking notes. And people were saying, it's getting bad here, blah, 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 blah. They've been breaking into cars, and they have been breaking into cars. The guy across the street had his car broken into. They didn't get nothing, but they broke into his truck, his pickup truck. He told me, he was like, yeah, you don't have, you know, any recordings from your cameras. I was like, I don't have any recordings, but my neighbor does. I was like, ask my neighbor. He said, well, he's the one that caught the guy and called the police. He saw him when he went to check his mail. He called the cops. And when the police came, the guy was gone. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was walking up there to get his mail. He had just gotten in from out of town. Anyway, I said, I don't know. This doesn't seem random to me. It sounds very targeted and specific. Methinks there's more to the story. And I told Doug, I said, I'll bet you anything her son's a grown man. She makes it sound like her son, you know, her little boy. And she just gets, you get this vibe. I said, he's probably a grown-ass man that's lived with his mama since the day he was born, and he's just a hangers-on. So me and Doug rode by there today to see where lot 240 was at. And sure enough, there's lot 240. I just said the lot. It doesn't really matter because, and then the guy's sitting out there. He's just sitting out there at his patio. It's a grown man. And I thought, there he is, look. Does he seem like a guy that's terrified because somebody pulled a shotgun on him and tried to rob him? He went, nope, he doesn't. I said, no, he does not. I said, more than likely what probably happened is he had somebody come over. Yes, I said he had somebody come over so he could buy some weed off of him, some high-end weed, because we got great high-end weed around here. Like great high, it's Jacksonville, it's Florida. And rather than sell him the weed, they knew he'd have a massive amount of money, so they robbed him. That's what I'm thinking happened. Mobile park I live at, pretty dumb. Also, keep sending letters to everyone to keep yards clean, yada yada. And then the rule says you cannot work on your car, yet the corner looks like a damn junkyard. Oh, really? But yeah, that was my scenario. And then sure enough, he's sitting outside. I remember when I had a gun pulled on me while I was walking my dog. Shane was not even 4, or she was right at 4. And this teenage kid in the middle of the night, behind the McDonald's right there, and he pulled a gun on me and came right up on me. And I remember I wasn't trying to walk outside by myself the next day. Doug walked the dog for me instead. Because that kid got right up in my face with that gun. And my dog was trying to kill him. And he told me he was going to shoot my dog. So this guy wasn't acting like that. Plus, it was in the middle of the day. Now, how many little hooligans do you know that go, hey, man, I'm bored. How about we go to this random mobile home park? Follow me. Me and Doug have hung out with some pretty bad people in our past. So we can probably figure out what was going through the minds of these kids. And I can pretty much tell you it wasn't, yeah, I'm bored. Let's go randomly ride through this mobile home park and hit one of the side roads. Not even a main road. Let's just veer off onto a side road in the hopes that we see some random person sitting outside and rob him, and hopefully he'll have money on him. No. And the cops know it too. Oh, God. But whatever. There's moms out there that just their boy could do nothing wrong, you know. Yeah, okay, whatever. So, do y'all see what I'm saying? I mean, do y'all agree with me that it's not random? It seems really specific and really targeted, and they were expecting him to have cash on him. But then I noticed, Doug told me he noticed that there's a cop living in the office. The main rental office is a giant, beautiful double wide. And he said, there's a cop living in the office, cop car and all. I went, no. He went, oh, yes, there is. Um, glass replacement. I said, why is there a cop living in the office trailer at night? I know Jax pays their law enforcement better than that. And they said, because there's been some robberies, somebody got held up at gunpoint. And I was like, oh, that? Really? They bought that shit? This guy that's been here for 18 years or so, he said, I've been wondering that myself. And they said, one of them told me they were doing security. So that's good if that's what it is, because when Will was here, him and his boyfriend were here for 2 nights. The last 2 days, I think, that Will was here, they were loading up their vehicles, and somebody tried to break into theirs and ours. So, I mean, that's been happening. While we were awake, we were right here. They didn't care. Someone was robbed at gunpoint the other day, and yesterday my restraining order was granted against another resident of the neighborhood. Holy crap. Public record. Ooh, she said it's public record. Don't nobody freak out. Let me see. Domestic violence. Oh, somebody else who lives in the park here. Ooh. That's not good, Troy. Oh, they were dating. Oh, that's not good. She put the whole court thing up here, the arrest thing. Why would you date anybody living in a mobile home park? I mean, if you live there, you live there, but don't you want to, like, move up in the world with, you know, I don't know. I wasn't complaining. I was curious. I'll just stay in the office at night. Didn't know about the security issue. I can't spell. What the hell? It's taking me forever to drink this one drink because I've been yapping to y'all. What am I looking at here? Is that the picture of the people that pulled the gun? Wait a minute now. Oh, here we go. Oh, just received a bolo on this car. Wait, I've never seen that car out here. Oh, that's not in this. That's not in this park. What'd they do? Is that? Oh, they think it's the guys who did the gun incident. This used to be a really desirable area, but it's getting rough out here. I mean, it's because they've grown it up so much. They've built apartments, they've built townhouses, and they're building them so fast. They're building businesses, and it's just bringing in a bad influx of shit, like bad. Uh-oh. Ooh. If you're not a resident of Ocean, okay, please see your way out. Ooh. What about those who used to live in there and still have family here? Oh, this chick said she was a founder of this page, and he said the rules were stated, and if you don't live here anymore, you got to go. You can't be in this group. What? Wow. They don't let anybody in here that won't confirm and where they live at, and they can they can confirm that you do live there in this park. They won't let anybody in. Did y'all know they're starting to tell people to, I don't know if they're doing it everywhere, but here in Duval, they're telling people to take their children to school if they're able to, because they are shorthanded when it comes to the people that drive. There's nobody to drive the kids to and from. The buses are just sitting. They've got nobody. The bus drivers are either dying or they're scared and they won't come back. You know? They won't come back because they don't want to get sick. Last school year, when the COVID shit first started, some of the people that drove the buses, you know, of course, they cleaned the buses themselves. They wiped all the seats down and everything before they ended, and a couple of them died. I know. I wouldn't exactly. Madison messaged me. Well, she FaceTimed me the other day and said, "I'm not sending the boys to school." Oh, well, that's good to know, Madison. I'm glad. I don't want to bury one of my grandkids. That'd be great. I haven't been on this page in a while, and I'm just trying to get caught up with what's going on in the community because I don't talk to anybody out here. The guy across the street, when he stopped me and asked me, did I know about what happened with his truck? There's a chick 2 doors down that when I see her, I wave, and every now and then she'll ask me how my sales are doing. I don't talk to anybody out here. Y'all talk about something. Fuck. I could be listing right now. Jeez. I'm trying to get past all of these little petty things. These little... Look at this. Look how cute this is. This is the Red Mill pottery manufacturing. Look at that kitty. Oh, God. All their stuff looks like this. The Red Mill company, this is the way all their stuff looks. It's this color. And this kitty's adorbs. So cute. I think I'll keep him. I like him. I don't want to sell him. He's worth around $15, but I'm going to keep him. I like him. If I had kids, oh, I already saw that. I don't even like my sis kids going to school even here, but what can you do? Well, you live in what? You say Indiana. Yeah, you live in Indiana. Illinois the governor of Illinois just passed a thing, the mask mandate, because like 13,000 students in the first couple of days of school tested positive for COVID. I can't imagine why. I mean, isn't that mysterious as hell, isn't it? And Florida is the leader in COVID deaths. It's crazy, man. Just insane. Louisiana, no, the leader in COVID cases. I'm sorry. We've lost the lead in COVID deaths because of Alabama and Louisiana. They've taken the first and second spot. We are now third on the death. But we're still first on the amount of people that have tested positive. And that's because, well, you know who our governor is. Ron DeSantis. That dude is horrible. Horrible. Go Alabama, Roll Tide. I don't think that they want to be known for that, though. Well, recent stats I saw, those deaths are likely to put the state back on number one. What, my state? It's going to fluctuate. I mean, you've got a moron that's, instead of dealing with this in a way that is protective of the kids, he's more concerned about making the parents happy with their artificial patriotism so that they'll vote for him. And he's campaigning. But at the same time, he's killing off his voters. His voters are the ones that are dying. So I'm like, silver lining. We can work with it. You know, well, fuck it. I mean, there's nothing that I can yell and scream until I'm blue in the face. I've had my shots. I do what I can. I can't control them. You know, if they want to get sick and die, they can get sick and die. Whatever. Silver lining. They have a right to their freedoms. I know, right? Natural selection, baby. Just let it filter through. Let it filter through. I mean, they'll lay right there in the hospital bed, unable to breathe, gasping for every breath, and say, I don't regret not getting the shot. Really? You don't regret it? Wow. And you're smart. I don't like being, the one guy said, I don't like being told what to do. And then as he drops dead, you know what they put on his tombstone? Boy, you sure showed them. I mean, I'm just assuming that would be a suitable thing to put on his headstone. Boy, you sure showed them. I don't get it. Except these morons are being petri dishes, allowing more mutations. I know. You know what I told Doug? I said, right, mine's in December. I told Doug, I said, you know what we're seeing here are two versions of living organisms. Basically, humans and COVID. What we're seeing with this wave is COVID fought harder to survive than humans did. That's the long and short of it. COVID fought harder. And it has evolved into what we're seeing now, which is way worse. Way worse. COVID doesn't care about your political views or your religious convictions. It will take you. It does not care. You just have to decide if you want to live and see your children grow up, or see your grandbabies grow up, or watch your kids graduate from high school, or if you care enough to not go out and get it, bring it home and give it to your family. You have to care enough. That's your decision to make. That is your decision. And there's absolutely nothing patriotic about going, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than be told what to do. Motherfucker, you got a tag on your car. They tell you to do that. They tell you to do that. Your kids get inoculated every year for school. They tell you to do that. You pay taxes. They tell you to do that. It was only scary because there was no vaccine. Now there's a vax. And what's scary is the lack of education in this country. This is a great example of how science has failed this country. Just the basics of science. The desire to learn, because we don't all know about it. But aren't we curious? Don't we want to know? Or do we just need another reason to sing God Bless America? I mean, you're not going to have any breath left to sing it. All I can say is I can sum up the last, what has it been, 18 months? With one phrase, derper derp. That's it, derper derp. People are so easily led astray by the media, yet they act like they don't watch the news because they're not brainwashed. I don't deny the science, and I don't see when you ask somebody, what would the government's agenda be? And I've heard that to control the population. Well, then it's working because y'all are dying. Thanks for participating and cooperating, I guess. Because the ones who aren't dying are the ones who did get the shot. So, see how that works? If it's about population control, you're doing all you can. Good job. You've helped it happen. I don't believe that's what it is. But, I mean, I guess if you want to have a conspiracy and you think that Walmarts are FEMA camps and there are tunnels with lizard people under Walmart and stuff like that, yeah, okay, whatever. Hey, do you, baby, But, it's as simple as there's something going around and people are dying of it. I'm like, give it to me. Come on, let's do this. I'm so sad about how ignorant people are. I'm really sad. I've lost a lot of friends, but I lost one best friend, best friend. And I'm so mad that she didn't get the shot. I did not know that she didn't get the shot. And I know she didn't tell me because she knew that I would lose my fucking mind. I would say, are you crazy? Or what the hell are you doing? And then she would have been like, leave me alone, don't want to talk about it, shh, be quiet, cuckoo, I can hear it now. She never told me. I didn't know. And the other day, because we didn't really talk a lot. She had her life, I had my life, and we would hit each other up on Facebook, say, hi, how you doing, how the kids, blah, 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 blah. But for some reason, she got in my head the other day, and I was like, you know what? I want to get with, I was going to say, I want to get with Sherry and Chris, go out and eat. Just me, Doug, Sherry, and Chris, go out and eat. And no sooner had the thought entered my head, it was gone, and I was pissed. I wasn't even really as much sad as I was mad. I was just really fucking mad. And, if you hate your family so much that you want to make sure you're not here for them, just leave. I mean, you don't have to die, just leave. Even Trump got the vax. One of his greatest triumphs was getting the vax to us so quickly. And, it isn't even thing, he didn't go in the lab and do it. It just happened under his presidency, but he gets credit for that because it happened under him, But while he's getting the shot, he was telling everybody else that it's a hoax, it's not real, it's going to go away in April. It's just going to disappear like magic. He literally said it out loud. People were dying because they believed him. I can tell you there are tunnels under every mall in North America, but there are no lizard people living in those. Okay, there are no tunnels under every mall because my mom and my sister worked in a mall for most of my childhood, and I went through every corridor and every back room and every back hallway that mall offered, and there are none. And also, one of my sister's best childhood friends was head of security at another mall in Virginia, and she was the head of the security there. There are no tunnels under that mall either. And it's just weird that people that have never stepped foot in one of those tunnels will say there's tunnels in every mall. There's not. There's just not. I basically grew up in Tower Mall. If you look up Tower Mall in Portsmouth, Virginia, it's gone now. They tore it down. That was, malls are a thing of the past. But I basically grew up in that mall. If I wasn't up there with my mom or my sister when they were working, all my sisters worked there. Both of my sisters did, plus my mom. And then I had a job up there for a minute. I was a kid, I was a teen, and I used to hang up there with my friends. And we were sneaky little fuckers too, because we would sneak into places we weren't supposed to be so we could get high. But yeah, there were no tunnels under that mall. There were no tunnels under the mall that my sister's best childhood friend was head of security for. And what would be the reason? I mean, everything doesn't have to be a mystery. Everything doesn't have to be Jade Helm. It's just... The Jade Helm thing was embarrassing. I was embarrassed for people with that one. I was really embarrassed. If it was such a top secret thing, you wouldn't have never known about it, I can promise you. If Jade Helm was this big top secret thing, you'd have never, ever known about it. And I did a thing where I said, if nothing else, Jade Helm is just their way of gathering all of you together so they can see who's trying to be a threat to the government. And they're going to document all of you. So good job. You fell right into it. You lined your cars up. You put your faces out there. They got photographs of all of you. They got the plates off your car. They know where all of you are. And they know that you have guns. And they know that you are a threat. Thank you for your service. I was like, if there was anything to it, it would have been that. Because it was just a training exercise. They did it all the time. It was nothing special. It was just something that they always do. It's pretty sad, but I hope they start realizing millions of us are vaxxed and there's no zombie apocalypse or mind control or mass vax out of it. At this point, I don't even care. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't care. I don't care. I've just grieved it to death. I've flustered myself. I've tried to argue common sense, and people love to be paranoid. Some people just need to think that they have that inside information that no one else has. No, I talked to a guy who knows a guy who told me about something he heard. And I'm going to tell you something. Nothing I'm saying makes any sense, and please ignore me. Basically. No, Corey, in the stores, there are doors that lead to under the stores. No, there's not. Ours was in the back room under the compressor room, Corey. They were refrigeration lines under the floors. I know it. I didn't say they're not in every mall. I said they're not in every mall. They're not in every mall. And look what you just said. They run refrigeration lines. That's what they would be for if you have them. But we didn't have them. Our shit was all on the roof. I've been on the roof of Tower Mall. And all of our lines and all that bullshit was on the roof. All of it. There was nothing underground. Yeah, I didn't say you didn't have one. I just said they're not in every mall, And the whole thing with the Walmart being FEMA camps, that started because of the Jade Helm thing. That was 2015, that shit all began. People started talking about how, and they said it like FEMA camps were bad things. FEMA camps, they make it sound so bad because it's like camps. FEMA camps are basically what the Red Cross did, which, by the way, the cousin that I was talking about that was handicapped, I have two more cousins from that family as well, and they were both in charge of the Red Cross for our area right there. They were the ones who organized and got all the trucks together and all the supplies together, and when a disaster happened, they headed out and they did that. I was a kid, but I remember that. They would come in with the keys jingling and they had their uniforms on. So the FEMA camps basically took the load off during a natural disaster, illness, big outbreaks. They were trained to do this, you know, to help. But people were like, FEMA camps bad. No, they're not. What? FEMA camps help when natural disasters strike. It's just a division of the government. I don't even think it's a division of the government. It's because I know it didn't start off as one. FEMA did not start off as a division of anything. It was just, there's a whole backstory on how it got started. It may be now. I don't know if it, yes, that was bullshit about Walmart's being FEMA camps. Any store that closes, you put brown paper on the doors and windows. Yeah, and they close stores down. All right, like when they're revamping a store that's in that big of a demand, Walmart's in big demand. I don't care where you live. If you live where there is one, people go there, they shop there, they expect you to be open. They don't like to close those stores down just because they need to do upgrades. So what they'll often do is they'll limit the stock that they're bringing in, which makes it easier for them to move the shelving. And if you've never seen that done before, I have. They have these almost like pallet jacks, and they crank raise them up, and they slide them literally inches at a time to move the shelves. Those shelves are huge. They don't disassemble them. They just move the whole fucking thing. And I've seen it done. And Walmart pays their employees their hourly pay to do this rather than hire a contractor. So they limit the stock to make that easy for them to do. The non-essential, like they'll quit getting Kool-Aid, they'll quit getting certain instant coffees. There's certain things that you don't have to have that they can limit the stock on to make it easier for them to move everything. That's just a common sense thing. And people are putting up these videos going, why are Walmart's doing this? The stock is all gone and they've got people in here doing stuff, moving things around. I'm like, it's called a revamp? Are you fucking kidding me right now? And the people are down there in the comments saying, the Lord is telling us that the day is upon us. What day? The day that they revamp the store so that it looks cleaner and more up to date? Is that the day? Is that the is that the day we're talking about? Is that the one? Let's see. I know how grocery stores are closed down. I've done it 3 times. So yeah, see, you know. And with Walmart being a like superstore the way they are, where they cover everything, you get it. But they get paranoid and they're like, something's happening. There's something going on. And I'm like, why don't you go up to the management and, okay. I'm like, why don't you go up to the management and ask them, hey, what's going on here? And then I'm like, oh, never mind. You won't do that because you'll go, they're denying it. They're lying. They're not going to tell us the truth. I mean, when they lock on to what they want to believe, if you give them facts or information opposing it, the paranoia gets deeper. It's thicker. It gets heavier and harder, and it's just, it's kind of troubling. I was on a Reline crew for 1.5 years. Religion equals always a stupid death cult. Speaking of death cult, do you all remember when they were talking about the death panels when Barack Obama was getting ready to be elected the first time, and then through his whole presidency, they kept talking about these death panels, death panels, death panels. They're going to select who gets to live and who gets to die. They're literally voting for the people of those death panels right now. Ron DeSantis, Governor Abbott, all of these governors and all of these people, these representatives and these senators that are denying what's happening and acting like it's more about freedom than it is the public health. There's your death panel. I think it's pretty obvious. Obamacare death squads. They called them death panels, and it made me sick to my stomach. They said they're going to decide who gets to live or die, but they never backed it up with any proof. And it never happened. All those terrible things that Obama was supposed to do in office, he never did them. And now you've got Republican governors and people in politics that are killing their voters. They are killing these people. There's your death panel. And they love it. They can't bend these fuckers over far enough or spread their cheeks wide enough for them. It's just good to not be a Republican. I can promise you that. I'm not saying being a Democrat's all that great, but good fucking Lord. I mean, those death panels they screamed about are happening right now. They're leading them right to it. They're like, don't do that. You have a right to be free. You're a patriot. Saying everything they want to hear. You have a right to be free. You have your religious reasons, and you have that right. This is America. You shouldn't have to get the shot. And then you got these parents are like, you can't force my child to get to wear a mask. I want my child to risk their life to prove that I'm a patriot. However that works. I'm a libertarian. I have never liked any of our presidents. It's funny. I'm just a human. I mean, at this point, the Democrats have gotten a little too whiny for me, honestly. They've made me cringe. Everything you say gets dissected. There's just a lot of petty Betty whining going on about cultures and about races. And I'm like, just because you do that doesn't make you a racist. And it doesn't mean you're trying to steal someone's race. I don't get it. What? It just, you can't, everything is under a microscope in the social democrat circle. Everything is under a microscope. And it takes one little fuck up and you are just this horrible conservative. I don't know. I told Doug, I don't think that I'm a Democrat anymore. I really don't. I don't know. I don't think we look weak. I don't know. I don't think we look weak. I mean, there's really nothing that's what's making us look weak. I mean, we're back on the world stage. That's a good thing. You want a seat at the table for sure. You definitely want a seat at the right table. Did you hear that British guy call Biden No, I don't care. No, but did you hear all those world leaders standing around talking shit about Trump that time? They were joking on him and literally laughing at him. That was more gold than Fort Knox could ever give. And then they showed Trump sitting there at the table, sitting forward like he's taking a shit like he always sat, going by himself because no fucking body wanted to deal with him. We're pandering to other countries instead of standing strong in our own. What country? What are you talking about? I wouldn't say weak. I would say we look stupid, but that I blame on, yeah. We don't produce like we used to. We haven't produced like that in 25 years. That's nothing new. That's 25 years. At least 25 years, probably more. That's not a new thing, though. That really is not new. It's just that when the opposition runs out of shit to talk about, they drag out old shit and go, we haven't talked about this in a minute, which means we can blame it on this guy. And it's like, yeah, that's actually old news. We're a country full of drug addicts and people on financial aid. I think we're a country full of people with credit card debt. We are not the United States of America. We are the United States of every large corporation that wants to make money off the backs of us little people. That's what we are. That's what we are. We've fallen way behind on education. That happened in the mid-'80s. I mean, you can just look at the reports. They do reports like every, 4 years, 5 years? Yeah. The mid-'80s, we went, and it's just steadily been down. We don't teach half the shit. And we've set the bar very low. That started in the 80s too, because people couldn't keep up. The kids could not keep up in school. So they said, okay, well, let's just lower the bar. Timmy can't make it over the bar, so let's bring the bar down some. So there's your dumbing down that we always hear about, how they're trying to dumb us down. They dumb us down by not educating us and just lowering the bar. You know, they say make a cake, and then when you make the cake with absolutely no recipe and it turns out shitty and it looks like a rock, they go, we'll just say it was a rock competition. Yeah, that's a great rock. You win. They just kept dumbing it down. A lot of liberal policies have enabled people to be dependent on the government teat. No, the lack of a living wage has made it possible for people to survive on the government teat. Again, in the 80s, the corporate CEO was making about money like right about here. And right after Reagan became president, the average corporate CEO pay went like that. It didn't happen gradually. It went like that. So little people are not going to make a living wage, because now corporate CEOs are never going to ever go back to the way they had it, which was making a decent, solid living wage, to being millionaires because they're the boss. It was not like that. It was not like that. But we had a puppet in the White House. Reagan was a puppet, and they convinced him to do something, and he'd go, that sounds good, let's do that. And he would do it, you know, and it's like, wait, what? No. Do you have any idea how devastating this is going to be for the economy? And it was. It just took a little while after him for it to really, really take effect. And we are never going to bounce back from the, it's not going to happen. This ain't me. Go look at, over the years, how much the gap, the wage gap has changed since the 80s. And you can see where it happened. You can see right where it happened. I don't think we should end the Fed. Definitely not. They revamped the taxes, the way that taxes are done. They revamp them. Every single president does something to revamp them. And people feel like that'll be better, and it's not. So the next president comes in, now it'll get better, and it don't. You know, it don't get better. It don't get better. It's midnight. I shouldn't get all worked up about politics. That's the thing about politics are good, because you have different opinions. You know, you want many voices in the mix. The problem is our voices don't matter. No one's listening to us. Nobody's listening. Nobody's paying any mind. They don't care. It's just ridiculous. Corporate CEOs just started making insane money, and in order for us to get out of credit card debt, not me, I don't have any credit card debt, but society as a whole, you wouldn't believe how many people, millennials, I'm just going to say it, buy clothes like they're disposable. They don't wash them. They'll wear them 2 or 3 times and throw them away. They just throw them away. They don't even donate them. They just throw them away. I'm talking bags and bags and bags of clothes that they've worn 3 times and throw away. They don't wash them. Disposable clothes. I mean, can you imagine the credit card debt that they must be in? That's, yeah. So is my daughter and my other daughter and my son. And they aren't part of the thing. You know, my son and my 2 daughters don't have any credit card debt either. They don't do that. My son's got credit cards, but my daughters don't. But he doesn't have any major credit card debt. You know, he makes his payments. He does right. He doesn't like get one card to pay one card off. He doesn't do all that crazy shit. But it is what it is, you know. It just is what it is. They throw clothes away. They just, because that They don't value the items that they're throwing away because it didn't hurt their pocketbook. Like for me, I pay cash for everything. I don't use our credit cards to buy any of that kind of stuff. So I feel it when I buy something because it is removed from the money that I have access to. It has shrunken that amount. But you take someone with a credit card, their payment stays the same no matter what. So their monthly budget does not change. They do not feel the pain of what they bought. They don't value it because they don't feel, I bought this, I sacrificed this much money to buy it. No, you bought it and your credit card payment stayed exactly the same. It's disposable for them. They don't care. They don't care. They pay off the elected to keep the taxes off them. Any corruption in the government is there when it comes to the economy. What are you doing? This fucking dog is in my bag of cameras. Where'd you go? I don't know. We all have our own views. None of us know all aspects because none of us have the same interest in the same areas. I don't even think about healthcare anymore. I just try not to get sick. I just try not to get, I try to ignore my skin cancers. I try to stay out of the sun. I try to use sunscreen, and I try to not get sick. That's what I do. I try not to get sick. Truth is, we have more in common than different, and the more we squabble amongst ourselves, the more the corrupt win. Yeah, but we're not squabbling. We're just sharing how we feel about certain things and what matters to you, what matters to me. My mother's disabled, can't work. She expected to live on less than $800 a month. That's bull. Yeah, Troy, but that's free money, Yeah. That's free money. I mean, that system, Troy, was set up to assist people, not 100% cover every bill they have. It was set up to assist. And I understand that, which is why I'm trying to do what I'm doing now, because I know if the day comes I can't take care of myself, I've got money put up, or I've got a system of business going that someone else can run for me. Because I understand that money is not there to cover every single bill we have. It's just to help us. And I get it. If they can't possibly pay the bills for everybody, they can't. There's no way. That's one of the side of the aisle versus the other. Money she paid into when she was working. Right. Everyone does. Yeah. But if you, it is her money, but if they don't spread it out, it's going to run out. That's for everybody though. You know that. It's for everybody. I don't think they've adjusted the amount for the economy. That's for sure. I can agree with that. They have not adjusted it accordingly. I mean, good luck paying $800 a month in rent anywhere. I mean, good luck finding somewhere around here. $1,200 is the lowest you're going to pay. And that's for a bad area. What are you doing? Could y'all please stop trying to kill each other? That'd be awesome. See ya. Good night, all fun talking. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here too. Good night. I never did give you a wrench either. Okay. You got a moderator thing now. I thought I did it earlier and it just kind of, there went my brain again. That brain fog. I should have been working. So spread out my ass. I'm sorry. LOL. Like my dad retired from the railroad, and he had to pick between his railroad retirement and government retirement, and his railroad retirement was far more monthly than the government. And then when my mom retired, she got to pick between the railroad retirement and the government because, my dad worked there. So she also chose railroad retirement, which was far more than what she had paid in over the years. So yeah, they pay all their bills off of that. But it's a lot more than what the government would have ever paid them. There was this calculator. That tells you, like Doug would get this thing in the mail and it would say, if you were to retire at this point, this is how much you'd get a month. This is how much your spouse would get. And he used to get those all the time. He hadn't got one in a while. Benefits calculator. I'm trying to see. Benefits for spouse calculator. Doug's always telling me, hey, Corey, if I die, you'll get this much. I'm like, that's nice, dear. Thank you for... oh, my God. Seriously? I'm not creating an account. I'm not doing all that. Anyway, yeah, they have a calculator here that will let you know Social Security statements. You have to go on the Social Security website and register there, and you can view them. Yeah, I was just looking at that, but I ain't doing all that right now. My disability check is from an insurance company. I pay $800 a month rent. It includes utilities, cable, and Wi-Fi. Oh, you rent a room? That works good for someone who's single, doesn't have kids and all like that. But like, me and Doug have contemplated not staying in Florida and moving somewhere cheaper so that we can have more and have something of our own, as far as like land and stuff, because there ain't shit here. You can't, the investors are buying this stuff up so fast that the average person who likes to buy a home that needs work, which is what makes it affordable for some, they can't compete. The investors have money on their side. They have credit. They have people. They're connected. They snatch them up 12 at a time. Nobody can get a house around here. I rent a basement suite, but Wednesday night, my landlord is lucky I never put a beating on him. Oh, Lord. But, I mean, like right now, the market is crazy. All these investors are just snatching up these homes left and right, and nobody can get a house. You can't get any land. Again, the wealthy keeping the average middle-class person down. That's what it is. There's like no limits, and they can just reign free and just buy it all up. And leave everybody else just standing there like, we'd like to buy a house. And they're like, yeah, wait for us to flip it, raise the price by twice, and then you can buy it from us. And it's like, no, you don't understand. This is how we have to buy it because this is the only way we can afford it. I mean, they don't care. They don't care. All right, Harold, I can't read all these right now, right? I really hope I can't read all these right now. Let's see. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing a political person. Oh, what an asshole. What? Oh my God. This guy's horrible. I don't know what you're talking about, Troy. I really don't know what you. There ain't an empty house nowhere around me. And if they go empty, they're empty for 2 weeks, in between one person moving in and one going out. That kind of thing. It's just dag Harold. Oh, that's funny. He told him off. That's so funny. Hold on. I'm getting reading the last one now. Yeah, I read that. That's funny. Ah, you fucking nut. That's hilarious. I don't want to buy any mobile homes. I don't know that I want to stay. I love Florida. Um, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons we're thinking, and I have done some looking. I don't know. Nothing's ever set in stone for me. You know that. Or for Doug, because it's whatever I want, Doug will do. Doug's already, when I brought it up to him, he's got a job he loves. He loves this job. He fucking loves his job. He says it all the time. I love my job. I love my job. And I said to him the other day, I said, I've been thinking a lot about a lot of different things. Like, we live far from the kids, and we live far from your mama. We live far from my mom and daddy. And we've been spared since 2017 when it comes to big storms. So you know as well as me, when we get one, it's going to be bad. And I don't know how well we're going to fare when we're older, and we don't have anyone here to help us if we need to get out. It's just going to be me and you. We're going to be old. It's just us. We had Sherry, who died of COVID. We were always there for her if she needed us. She never needed us, but if she did, she knew we would be there for her. And it was the same, the other way around. And I told him, I've been thinking about relocating. He said, like where? It's like, I don't know. We've got Pennsylvania, we've got Illinois, we've got, I started naming just different states. We got South Carolina, we've got Utah. Utah is doable. Even it's too far from the kids though. It's too far. Other than where it's at, it works. Money wise, social wise, everything about it works. But it's too far from my family. So we're looking, Colorado's out. We can't afford Colorado. Nobody in Colorado can afford Colorado. It's too much. So, there's options. I've been looking at real estate and seeing what the numbers look like, just to get an idea. And Doug said, let's go. I went, stop it. He went, I'm not kidding. If you want to go, we'll go. Let's go. We'll pack up what we want, give away the rest of it. We'll pile everything in the car. We'll go. But I don't want to live in, I do not want to live in North Carolina. No, there's nothing there for me. No. Mm-mm. The housing market is a crap hole right now because you can't buy any houses. Oh, come on. Those houses need complete redoing. They have got major issues. I said, but Doug, you love your job. He goes, yeah, but whatever. He's like, you want to go? You be happy somewhere else? Let's go. Yeah, I'm never replacing my old man. If he gets up tomorrow and I tell him I've decided I do want to move, he'll go, all right, let's go. Get the money together. Go ahead and get a U-Haul. Put a for sale sign on here. Let's scram. He'll go. Doug will completely start over again somewhere. He doesn't care. I mean, to tell you, he just doesn't want me sad. And I'm not going to take advantage of that. There's a lot of sorry bitches out there that would take advantage of that and just jump on it. But I don't want to do that to Doug unless I know he truly, truly means it for himself and not just for me. Because I know how much he loves his job. He's like, but it's just a job, Corey. He tells me it's just a job. It's a job. I'm like, yeah, but it's a job doing what you love to do. You have your own work area. You have your own air conditioning. You know, they let you do what you want there. Nobody bothers you. You're one of what, 5 employees? Everyone else that works there is related. I was like, they're all family except you and one other guy. You know, but yeah, he said he doesn't care. He'll start over. He doesn't want to stay in one spot either. I said, yeah, but Florida's got such great golf clubs to sell and sporting goods. So many sporting goods to sell. Aren't your kids in? Yeah, they are. But there's nothing else for me there but my kids. That's it. That's it. There is no jobs for me there. There is no jobs for Doug there. There is no social life for us there. I just don't like North Carolina. Doug doesn't either. We do not like it. They're all family, so when times get tough, he's going to be the first to go. Times will never be tough. I mean, these people come down and they say, we just want to tell you we appreciate your hard work for the company and you're valued here and have a great weekend. And then just hand them several $100s off the books. There you go. Have a good weekend. Okay. I'm like, Doug loves his job. He's appreciated there. They value him. Because he's good. He's good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. When you make a mistake on the kind of job Doug's got, it's a very expensive mistake. That's a big, pricey a mistake. And Doug doesn't make those. So any metal fabrication facility will love an employee that's fast, efficient, precise, and does not fuck up, because those can be very expensive. Changing their mind where they want to go. First was Florida and Tennessee, Alabama. Alabama! No, there is literally nothing in Alabama. Alabama's that place where somebody can live and build or purchase $150,000, $200,000 home and feel like the richest people in the neighborhood because they're surrounded by poor people, you know, or people that barely make ends meet. No, I don't want to live like that either. It's like, well, I'm rich where I live. No, you're not. I mean, where you live in comparison to everyone can claim they're well off. I can put myself next to somebody that works at a convenience store and go, I'm richer than her. It's all in who you compare yourself to, you know. Do you want to go where there is snow in winter? I really don't. But I'm willing to. But I don't want to. I really don't want to. But I would. The snow hurts me. It really hurts. My freaking joints hurt so bad in the snow. When it gets really, really cold. Are you farting? This dog is farting. No, come here. God, look at that fat belly. Come here. Oh, he's so wild. There he goes. Fucking wild, man. I still want to head west, but not too far west. Drier air, but not wildfire dry. Exactly. See, that's what's stopping me from going that far. That and the fact that it's too far from the girls. Wayne's over there, but up in Vancouver. But Wayne had to go out of town the other day, and he didn't tell me, but Shane did, that he was driving. He says, you know, they were talking, and he was like, well, I gotta go. I'm about to drive through an area where there's wildfires. I need to get off the phone. And he had to drive through that area. Then he wasn't answering his phone, so then Shane got worried. I got worried. And when he finally did respond, he was like, I'm sorry, there was no reception out there. I was fine. He drove right through, no problems. But that's scary. That was scary to think that my son was driving through that shit, you know? Because he was like way off from home, hours away from home. I gotta cut more of my hair off. It's starting to grow back. I don't like that. I want to cut it more. I want to cut it. I want it gone. I don't want it at all. I'll shave my fucking head. I don't want no hair. It gets in my way. When I'm trying to work or I'm leaning down, going through boxes and stuff that we haul in here, and this hair is in my way, and it's just, gets my nerves. Why did you retract your message? What are you doing? Do y'all ever watch those Karen videos? They're so funny. They're so funny. There was a situation, my friend that lives in Rocky Mount, she works for the city of Rocky Mount, but she was talking about it on her Facebook. She said she saw two women getting ready to throw hands over the face mask. She was at a Zaxby's in the parking lot, and they were fighting. One of them was pissed at the other one for wearing a mask and told her to take it off and be American or some crap. And I said, I wish a fucking Karen would do that to me, but I'm gonna tell you, she'd have the right one. I said, you already know me, girl. You know I wouldn't put up with it. She said, oh, I know. I was like, I would not put up with it. I'd be like, you got me, girl. You got me. We're in it. You're going to catch these fucking hands. So, which then when I'm watching the Cold of Dusty channel, he makes fun of and mocks current moronic events. I've never heard of that. But she said that the lady that was wearing the mask, that was getting screamed at by the woman who didn't think she should wear the mask, which is absolutely, like she said, this world is going insane. Why did that woman even care that she was wearing a mask? What business is it of hers? I was like, they're all Karens. They're 100% Karens. They're 100% Karens. Snowflake Karens. I mean, like, could you get in someone's business that much more? Please, please, follow me into a store and scream at me for something I have on. Really? But she said that lady with the mask on won't having it. She said she stood her ground on that woman. She put up right there. She was like, you want to go? Let's go. I was like, damn, I wish I'd have seen that, man. I wish I'd have seen it. She said that woman was not weak. She was right back on her. You should get out of my face. Mind your business. Hey, Cece. Where a man on a subway train was bullying an elder lady for... I saw that. Isn't that awful? All in someone's face for not wearing a mask. That's just silly. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, these people will wear a latex mask for Halloween for hours and hours. Just those slip-over masks for hours and hours and hours. And then they'll wear a giant, heavy-duty sealed mask when they play paintball. They'll wear scarves wrapped around their faces in the wintertime while they're outside doing sporting events or hunting. They'll wear ski masks over their face with the scarf. No problem. But as soon as you tell them to put that little thin mask over their face, I need my oxygen, I can't breathe, you're cutting off my air supply. All right, Karen. It's going to be okay. Oh. And you've got moms out there, and they're saying, my son has cancer. He wears a mask every day of his life. His oxygen is fine. And he's sick. And you're going to complain, but you're wearing a mask for Halloween. You're wearing a ski mask for winter time with a scarf. You know, you're wearing your paintball mask. but you put that little cloth on your face and you can't breathe and your oxygen drops. No. No, that doctor, that nurse or doctor, whatever he was, he put that video up where he put on one mask and he had what's it called, Skiwi? I know you know. Is it an oximeter? It's the oxygen meter. He had that on so you could measure the oxygen. He put one mask on, and then he put another mask on, and then another mask, and then he put on 7 masks. His oxygen never wavered. It stayed exactly the same. Never changed. Not even once. Not once. It's just as silly. Silly. Like I said, when they say, I don't want nobody telling me what to do, so on their headstones they're going to say, you sure showed them. You didn't get that shot, did you? Good for you. I'm sure your grandchildren will understand. I'm sure your mother understands. I plan on sticking around and being here with my husband and my babies for a long time. But like I told Doug, if we move somewhere where there's more or just as many opportunities as here for resale, we'll have enough money coming in that I can travel to go see them anytime I want to, you know? I just don't want to travel right now because even though I went on the train during the first wave, during the pandemic when Odessa was born, I'm not, this time it's a little more intense, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rent a car. Definitely going to rent a car. I'm not going on the train. And I love traveling by train. Y'all know that. I love traveling by train. I got my big TV up here. This is what I do. I sit in here during the day. On the days I do work, I don't work every day. Some days I'm like, I don't want to do it until later tonight. So I'll do my work at nighttime. I'll sit in here and I will turn on like a radio type show, like a Prairie Home Companion, or just whatever, random, whatever. I'll play a CD or whatever. And, okay, this is weird. There it is. Why is it over there? That's odd. And, I work. And I watch this and listen to this up here. It wouldn't load earlier. It was giving me grief. I told Doug this would happen. They've martyrized that Ashley Babbitt chick like a hero. She literally was climbing into the barrier that was clearly blocked off for no one to enter. They had guns pointed, they had furniture barricading the door, and she still climbed through. I think the man that pulled the trigger was the only hero that day. Because how many people went through that window after that? After he shot her? How many went through the window? There you go. Not even one. He did his job. The man was hired to protect the people at the end of that hallway, and he did his job. And the videos that she was putting up prior to that, that woman had rage problems. That chick was mad. She was a big threat. She was like, get out of the way, and going in, just pushing past everyone else to be the one in there. Probably a very regretful thing for her. If she could say, I regret that, she'd probably say, I regret that. They shouldn't have gotten that far. Yeah, they're like, she was a hero. Really? I mean, when did the patriotism end? Now all of a sudden, she's a hero for climbing through a window to try to get to the people at the end of that, because she literally says in the video, there they are. She saw them through the window. She was going through that window to go down there. What she was planning to do, I don't know. And because of that hero that day, we never found out. And the Republican and the Democrat representatives got out in time. That man did his job. It's like we're in backwards world. We're in backwards / inside out world where storming the Capitol, threatening to hang politicians, beating the crap out of cops with a flag that has the thin blue line on it and stuff like that. Or they beat them up with a flag, but some of them had the thin blue line patch. I mean, these things are considered patriotic. It was very easy for Donald Trump to redefine what patriotism was. He did it in record time. He picked the right party to do it to. That was easy. That was easy. I mean, lickety split, no problem. The easiest manipulated party that I have ever seen in my fucking life. And Democrats are right behind them. I'm there right on their heels. But only on a different plane with other things. But if you want Republicans to do something, because they're all about symbolism. Republicans are all about symbolism. Just everything is symbolic. Everything is going to be symbolized. Take what you want them to do, wrap it in a flag, and hand it a Bible, and consider it done. Wrap it in the flag. You got to put that flag on it. Yep. And you can consider it done. Karen freaks out on woman exercising. I remember that one. This guy, Rashad Ritchie, he does some of the oldest videos. And it's like, why are you doing this? You just posted this 9 hours ago. That was from over a year ago. What the hell? Get out of my camera bag. Look at that belly, y'all. Look at that. Fatty McFatterson. Vaccinated, but I still wear a mask. Me too. Simply because of my health issues, especially because of battling cancer. Yeah, I absolutely wear one. Here's another one. There's another one of them. It's a shark. But I'm still using my doggy one, which is in the car. This guy posts old ass videos. The way people get mad that another person is wearing a mask, I can almost understand why somebody would be mad that someone else wasn't wearing a mask, because it's so risky. You know, it's like, you know, it's such a risk to everyone around them. But to be mad at somebody because they are wearing a mask, I'm usually pretty good at making sense of things, but this one has got me baffled. I don't understand. Why are you angry that another person chooses to wear a mask? I guess that's their self-righteous calling the cops Karen type thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, get out of my cameras! Anybody want a cat? Because Kevin, he won't stay out of my camera bag. I'm tying the bag up. Look, when I go to yard sales, look at this monster. This is a bag, boy. Now that's a bag. I ain't playing. You won't believe how much this one item sold for. Ooh, I don't know. How much did it sell for, dude? There's these two chicks I can't watch. Because of how they talk. It just makes me, it grinds my gears. I can't. I'm like, here's what they do. They'll go, it's chop talk. I think I talked about this before, the chop talk. So annoying. Okay, so this is what I am doing today. I am going to do this and it will be. And I'm like, oh my, what are you fucking doing? Make a sentence. Come on, robot, you can do it. Chop it up, you can do it. You can make a sentence and make it work. But I tried to watch these two different chicks for weeks. And maybe it's just weird. It's like me going off on somebody that wears shorts. I don't wear shorts. So that's like me going, why are you wearing shorts? Take them off. Put some pants on. What the hell's wrong with you? They would go, what the fuck do you care? What? Are you okay? Where's your handler? And but to just go off on people because they're wearing a mask, that's weird, dude. That's weird. Cece, I think we're delayed again. That happens every time you're in here. Okay, you comment on something that I'd said like a while back. But do y'all know what I mean by the people that chop talk? It's kung fu talk. Chop, 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 chop. Kung fu talk. Chop, chop, chop. It's choppy. And see, now like that. See what I just did where I called it kung fu talk because it's choppy? Well, because, in kung fu, you do the chop, ha, cha, cha. A Democrat, a hardcore lib would say, that is so racist. They would do that. It's so racist. What's racist? Somebody that does kung fu will tell you that that's called a chop. What are you talking about? I don't think I'm not a Democrat anymore, I don't think. The Democrat Party has left the building. It's not my Democrat Party anyway. It's like, that's what I mean, they're snowflakey too. Like the Republicans got their own little snowflake thing going on, and it's bad. And then the Democrats over here, they're so bad I can't even deal with it. And I'm a Democrat. Maybe. I don't know. I might not be a Democrat. I don't know. I just can't. Like if I went to a meeting, a political get-together for my party, and they started that back-to-back, let's all be soft and everyone let's get a cuddle, because that's what it's starting to turn into. And I'd have to leave. I'd have to walk out the door. I can't do it. I can't. So what you need to do is get your motherfucking gun, get your license to carry, and get you a gun. And get your shit ready, because shit's getting ready to get violent, and we can all see it because they're actually saying that they're gonna get violent. The other side, I mean, they're doing it. Everybody tried to lowball him. He got creative. Ooh. $500 garage sale find. I had a $300 garage sale find. I paid $24. I had a $1,000 thrift store find. The golf clubs I paid $25 for. I found a vintage camouflage hunting jacket. I don't even know why it caught my eye. I was about to leave. I didn't see anything at this thrift store I wanted. No, there is no common sense. Everyone has taken an extreme point of view. You're either extremely on this side or you're extremely on that side. And I've seen it before, but this I think is the worst I've seen in my lifetime. It's bad. It makes me cringe. My party makes me cringe. No, the common sense still does exist, but it doesn't exist in either party. Politicians have stopped. Well, they've always pandered. They've always pandered. They have stopped speaking for what they thought was right and good and fair and what their beliefs are, which is what they were elected for. And they've started seeing it as a popularity contest. Being a politician's about a popularity contest and doing everything that will get you reelected. It has nothing to do with being the person in the room that says the unpopular thing. You have to be able to say the unpopular thing, but make them understand. Your delivery is awful. That's what I want to tell all these political people. Your delivery is terrible. You need to say what needs to be said, but make them understand why. They won't agree with you, but you have to speak your mind and hope that common sense will prevail down the road. And if enough politicians did that, it wouldn't be evolved. The parties wouldn't be evolved into what we're seeing now. But it's all about popularity. It's no longer about America and what we need and what's fair and what's right and what's wrong. It's about, can we get reelected? That's good money and I want to stay. Lindsey Graham is the biggest flip-flopper that ever walked the planet. That motherfucker is a piece of shit. That dude is a piece of shit. He's been flipping and flopping for years, though. Pretty boy over there. With his what do you call it? With his mimosa on the porch. Mother always made mimosas and we'd sit on the porch. He didn't say that, but boy, I could see him saying it. Would you like a glass of sweet tea? Sure, Lindsay. Okay. Are you done kissing Trump's ass? Are you over there sucking on Biden now? Make up your mind. Pick a side. Pick a side. The most expensive golf clubs we've ever bought. We caused a fight buying golf clubs at the flea market. We are going to some pawn shops this weekend because I'm finding out that they usually have some really good golf clubs at the end of the golfing time. People are getting rid of their clubs a lot, and they get so many of them, they sell them for cheap because golf clubs are awkward and hard to store up, especially in a pawn shop when there's nowhere to put them. Ooh, he found a barn sale. I gotta watch that one. Ooh. My TV's being funky.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of 2% cashback earning potential. This is the card built for real life. The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. That's real life ready.
Oh my God, hurry up.
Nobody was hurt.
Yeah, these people taking ivermectin, they're killing me. I mean, not literally, but they're killing me, man. They're killing me. They won't trust a vaccine that is currently fully FDA approved, but they'll take cattle dewormer. I'm going to tell you right now, life is good. Life is good. More comic relief than I can stand. Look, yeah, Troy, exactly. Yep. I mean, if not for emergency vaccines, polio would have wiped out so many more, Polio required an emergency vaccine. And people go, they don't just pass vaccinations that quick. Well, that's true, but that we don't deal with this type of outbreak that often, do we? I mean, that it does sound unique because it is unique. The situation's unique. I mean, again, there's that common sense. We don't. That's true. What you're saying is true. Yes, we don't pass vaccines or medications that quickly. So it makes you wonder why this one. Well, if you're wondering why this one, then you need more than a vaccine. You need a new brain. It's obvious why. We don't get this type of shit. This doesn't happen. We don't have outbreaks of polio anymore. We don't have massive outbreaks of measles and other dangerous childhood things, rubella, all the things we vaccinate our children for now. But I mean, this can go into global warming and everything. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. That's a whole nother branch on the tree. But I mean, there's so much involved in it, and they deny all of it. They deny the global warming. They deny, because they're like, there's snow on the ground. Gosh, yeah, thanks for that one layer thinking. You're a smart one. Yeah. Snowballs means that the planet's fine. Have yourself a satellite image view of the last 10 years where all the ice caps are. Tell me how that looks for you. Yeah. Tell me what you think about that. It's unbelievable. And of course, the politicians keep getting their pockets lined to keep feeding the bullshit. There's no global warming. This is a naturally occurring thing. It's a God, religious occurring thing. The God is causing this to happen. Again, wrap it in a flag, hand it a Bible. They will fall right into it. They will fall right into it. The same with a Democrat. With a Democrat, Democrats don't believe just because you fly the most flags that you're the most patriotic. That's the silliest thing ever. Just because you fly 10 flags in your yard doesn't mean I'm going to go, they're more patriotic than me. It's not the way it works. It makes them feel better. It makes them feel good, but it doesn't really make anybody think, God, they're so patriotic. Yeah, nobody does that. But, I lost my train of thought again. It's gone again. I mean, but everything I'm thinking about is so basic. It's basic, and it's weird that you have to try to explain it to an adult. Because it's so basic that even children can understand it, and teenagers. What was I saying? About the flags, and then... Oh, you roll it, you wrap it in a flag, you drape it in a flag, you hand it a Bible, and that's the way you get a Republican to fall in line. Now, if you want a Democrat to fall in line, you call it a human rights issue and an equality issue. They fall right in line. Every time, without fail. They're right there. They are there. They are on it. And it's been about a little over a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was watching one of the regulars I watch on YouTube for like little opinion clips. I'm not going to say news, but because they're not a news channel really, in my opinion. They just tell you what's been in the news, and then they give their opinion of it. And I see it in the clips, and then I hear what their takes are on either end, and then I'll say, yeah, I agree with that. But about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I started listening to them, and they started saying things that made me go, that's not what that was. I was like, why are they saying that? That's not what they were doing. And I was like, I told Doug about it, and I said, you ain't gonna believe what they said about this. And I told him, and Doug said, are you serious? I was like, yeah, go watch it. And then it started happening more. And I was like, look, you know what they're doing? They're evolving. They're making it more progressive, and they're evolving the audience. They've got the bait, and now they're going. And he was like, it ain't going to work for everybody. I said, no, but it'll work for enough of them. I was like, but that's bullshit. They're doing it more now than they ever were before. They're saying shit that clearly is not accurate. It's not based on, they're just literally giving flat out opinion, but they're saying it with such firmness that they're saying it like it's fact. And I don't know. Everything about the Democrat Party's just getting really snowflakey. I just can't. I can't. I know I'm not a libertarian, and I know I'm not a Republican. I guess I'm just a human. I don't know. I do fall more in line with the liberal point of view. Definitely. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not a modern one, that's for sure, because I don't agree with the shit. I agree less with them every day. I can see what they're doing. They're doing the same manipulative stuff that I saw years ago with the opposition, the other party, and I thought, they're doing the same shit they were doing. and it ain't gonna work. Well, then it was working. And I said, well, fuck, man. There's dumbasses on both sides. They're like, yeah, like, put it like this. Say, y'all know how Donald Trump got the shot, obviously. But he was telling everybody, you don't need the shot. It's going to go away. Blah, 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 blah. Like magic in April. It'll go away. You'll see. And, okay, so Donald Trump could have said anything. He could have told people, like, say everyone's in the water and there's shark everywhere. Trump and all the Republican voters are in the water, and some politicians. And they're like, shark, shark. And Trump could say, it's safe, don't kick too much and they won't bother you. Don't kick too much, you're fine. And then when they're not looking, they look up again and he's in a boat. And all the politicians are in the boat. And they're like, hey! And he's like, no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Don't kick too much. It's good enough for him, but not for them. He got that shot, but not for them. And he's good enough to get in that boat and get away from them shark, but not for them. And they're like, oh, okay, he says we're okay, just don't kick too much. Well, every time I don't kick, I sink. Well, just don't kick too much. And then the shark starts pulling them all down. They still don't get on that boat because Trump tells them they're fine. You don't need to get on the boat, you're fine. Be a patriot, be an American. You don't want to get on the boat. Trump's on the boat. It's just so easy. It's so easy. Just like there's mass hysteria, people are easier to manipulate in a bigger group. And I didn't used to think that. I used to think you would be able to manipulate them better in a smaller group. But it looks like the mass hysteria effect can work that way as well. He can manipulate them in a bigger group because a good percentage of that group is going to cheer for him and what he says because they're just smitten because he was on a reality TV show that they loved back in the day. And then the rest of them are going to hear that, so they're going to applaud, and I don't know. I have an idea, but was that who I thought it was? Oh, baby. Ooh, that's Justin Trudeau. God, he is so good looking. That dude is fun. I don't know who that is. Good night, Troy. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I need to get a shower. I gotta wash my hair tonight. It's hair washing night. This was a nice, fun, drama-free stream. Nice chat, though. I wish more of y'all chatted on the side. But I appreciate the ones who did, and thank you for the thumbs up. It's 4 o'clock. I'll get my shower, play a couple of rounds of Yahtzee on my phone, and then my melatonin should kick in. I still haven't finished this drink. My adult beverage. And, you know, my streams are impromptu. I don't never know when I'm going to do them. More now than ever. Like this one, I was getting ready to sit down in the other room there and watch a couple of videos while I had this drink, and I was going to take my bath and go to bed. And I thought, I'll have my drink and talk to people at the same time instead, you know. I mean, I love my husband, but I need to have other communications with other humans. I don't want to just talk to Doug, you know. He gets to talk to others. He goes out, he works, he goes to the store. And if it wasn't for the COVID thing, I'd have people over or I'd go visit people, but I ain't going in anybody's house. I haven't been in anyone else's house in, well, how long's the COVID thing been happening? That's how long. I take that back. I went into the house across the street. The lady was showing me something in her house, and I went in there for long. And that was the one who got the lightning strike on her tree that night when I was outside, and the lightning struck, and I was recording her house. So there was that time, but I wasn't in there for very long. And it wasn't until after I walked out that I thought, oh my God, I was in that lady's house today, and there's COVID. But anyway, I don't go in anybody's house, and I don't have anyone over here. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't go into anybody's house. Not right now. Nope. And I don't let nobody come over here. People already know not to come over here. We don't talk to nobody around us. Like I said, we stay to ourselves. Doug is happy me and Doug are happy with it just being me and Doug, you know? He's happy, just come home to me. I'm happy for him to just come home to me. And we do our thing. We'll go out in the evenings, do my errands. We'll go to the post office every fucking day. Every evening we drop off in the automated thing. We drop off the packages. We do the FedEx thing if I've got a FedEx package. I mean, it's just me and Doug, and that's fine. I prefer it like that, and so does he. The less people we have around, the better. You know, like every now and then, we want to get with Will and his boyfriend, but you know, we just haven't because of work and because of I want to spend my money on resale stuff, and we just can't seem to get the same time frame going to get together, you know. So, but Will's the only one. Will and his boyfriend are the only ones we would even consider going out with, you know. Now it would have been Sherry, but you know she's gone, so Sherry and her husband, but never again. So we're gonna go to my sister's, but I haven't been there much because she's spending summer at the lake. Oh, that's cool. I gotta change my turtle's pump this weekend. It's been like 3 months. She's got one of those, you know, those humongous pumps. Those. Oh, I'm gonna try to go for a walk. I have to schedule a walk. Yeah. That's how bad my back hurts. And my knee, my one knee, it kills me all the time. But I will schedule a walk probably for Sunday if it doesn't rain. And it's the weekend again, which is always good because that means I get to go spend all the money I've made and buy more stuff. So weekends are good. Weekends are real good. All right. I'm truly going to go this time. I'm done. I'm going. I could just chat forever. I like to chat with y'all. But thanks for stopping by and talking with me. Harold and Troy and CC and Guns and Skiwee and Bonnie and I'm missing somebody. Vicky was here. Thank you, Vicky. What am I missing? Not many people showed. I mean, they did, but they just watched. They didn't talk. Jeffy. That's it. Everybody stay safe, wear your masks, mind your business, live and let live, treat people decent, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. And those aren't Christian values, those are human values, just so y'all know. You don't have to wrap it in anything. Yeah, I'm going to take a shower and wash my fucking head. Bye.